stills in piles around you.
Wasn't there still stuff fighting us?
No, George
No, we
shot the
cleared it.
last.
There was another
There was another
section
one
of
that
There's
enemies
other
that we
rooms.
saw. We saw them,
But
but
they're
they are
not
not
active.
fighting us. Yeah.
Yeah, they
Okay.
did not seem like active. It seemed like
Gotcha.
maybe the one that ran in here to charge up was trying to activate them.
Right, but Rick got to it, right?
Rick
Yes,
got
sir.
to him.
Okay. Well, I wanna jump back and check out the turret again.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah, the thing that's
So,
like melted.
yeah. The turret, now that it's like disconnected and all of that, it's venting steam and heat out through a port. And the targeting array is no longer working, and the barrel has been disconnected from the chamber, and it seems relatively inert now. You triggered the alarm, I think, fucking with it, but now that it's been fucked with, like it doesn't, like it seems deactivated and no longer particularly trapped.
Okay. 'Cause I think I got what we needed, so I think we're kind of ready to just explore a little more, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess the big question is, like, are you gonna move it immediately, or are you gonna leave it here and continue to explore?
I feel like we should check everything. Like, I feel like getting caught with our pants down carrying a giant thing
Yeah.
probably bad.
What?
Yeah, that's fair.
No. We could just
Actually,
ask nicely
clear the
for them
place
to wait.
first.
That's my interpretation.
Humble opinion, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Absolutely. Then you guys can move around as you see fit, and I will describe what you see as you go.
Well, so do you guys want to...
Split up and look for clues.
No, do you guys want to go to the other building or finish the building we're in first?
Should probably just finish this one since we're already here.
Okay. Well,
Also, I forgot I took a shit ton of damage last time. Holy fuck.
I don't think I took any.
I took a lot.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
range boys.
It sucks.
I'll go
bro.
back down to the ground before my fly cancels and I just hit the ground.
Excellent. Okay, fly is... Here, let me remove that from you then real quick. Fly is off.
Yeah, I'm waiting for it to load right now.
No, you're good.
Lightning.
But yeah, the piles of scrap from both the spiders and the bigger guys. It's the, you know, as I said, like there's this blue glass that seems to like fade and become like not really glowing as much anymore. That seems to be like when you destroy them, like the blue glass breaks and then stops glowing as much. There's that. There's shards of that. Some chunks. They all seem to be made of bronze or a bronze-like material. Think actually probably not like dissimilar from the Skyrim like Dwemer. What are they called? The
Like the little spider guys.
spider guys in the spider guys in the
The
rolling ball
Centurions.
guys.
Yeah, I know the
Yeah.
one you're talking about.
A little like that, sort of.
Grab.
Is there anything in those boxes by the turret?
I think
Dwarven
these boxes
sphere.
are on fire.
Oh.
Yeah, I may have done something.
Yeah, sorry.
Or
let me-
no, the robots did that.
Right.
Did
right.
they?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
It was
Yes.
Nick.
Yes. No.
And then I say let's go check up here too. Bunch of boxes, see if
I
there's
think
anything in those
this is
guys.
also this box here is on fire too. Yeah, these boxes. So as you start going through these different boxes, there's a lot of like different assorted things. In one, it's just a barrel of thin rods of the bronze, like quarter-inch to half-inch rods that are 3 feet long, just in a barrel. There's canvas. There are one barrel looks to be full of sand. Another barrel seems to be full of like bits of broken blue glass that are no longer glowing. Um,
Oh, interesting.
One barrel is full of a black oily material, liquid. And it says here, I'm
What is
going
it? Yeah.
to,
What can I like dip my finger in it?
yep. You immediately turn into a Phyrexian. No.
Yeah, we're from the magic universe. Sees black oily substance. Can I touch it?
The venom
Uh,
symbiote crawls up your hand.
You touch it. It's
We were a
a
perfect
heavyweight oil. It seems like 30 to 40 weight oil. Not that you know what that means, I think, but
Okay, yeah.
um,
Well, okay. Here's
and
what I want to do. I want to get a tiny bit on my finger and then like do a little fire. Away from the barrel.
it starts burning like a little bit. Like it's not burning heavily. It's not like gasoline.
Okay.
But yeah, so the black barrel is the oil, the brown barrel is the rods of metal. The crates with the blue dot on them are like bits of broken glass, and then the crate with like the yellow is sand, it seems. A very fine powdery sand.
Interesting. I wonder what the sand and stuff is for. Um, would any of us have any knowledge about this? I guess probably not, right?
Um I don't think any of you would. I think there's a moment, actually, I think in character you'd be a little hesitant to poke at the oil.
Okay.
Because just it reminds you a bit of the horror stories you've heard of the Phyrexian oil.
Sure, sure, sure.
But it does not seem to be that. It's just like
Right.
it just looks spooky.
It's other black goop.
Yeah. There is one crate down here that is not fucked up. It is a smaller crate, and it seems to be full of a couple bits like blacksmithing tools, like metalworking tools. I'll make that like purple. But that's about it. That's these crates, like you could each probably carry one of these crates. So there are more of the broken blue glass crates. So there's 3 of the broken blue glass, and then the rest are just one crate each. You could probably each carry one without a serious strength check, like beat a 5.
Oh, okay, yeah. I don't know what do you guys want to do.
I mean, does any of this stuff look particularly useful? For
Yeah,
I
is
guess
it-
if we're taking the
I mean, we could always put it on the
the
ship.
cannon, that's what I'm just literally gonna do manual labor and start moving all these boxes.
Okay.
Be like,
So
doot, 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 doot.
I can have you guys start loading the ship. One sec. Where do you want the ship to be right now? Like I can't change the map, but I can draw out the perimeter of where the ship is.
So we
Um,
landed over
yeah,
here, right?
Yeah. You
Yeah.
landed roughly where the ship is currently.
Yeah. Because we came in from
Yes.
like the low angle because we didn't want to get shot.
Can we park it here? In the middle?
Yeah, absolutely. Probably not in that gap, but like
Thank you.
Yeah, I was
But
like,
close
it's
enough
really
that we
close
could get
to
on
it.
the boat? Okay.
Yeah. So the ship is. Ooh,
Just gotta
okay.
run and
I've
jump.
got a clever idea.
and I feel like we should finish checking things out. Like, I don't know, if you're carrying the barrel of oil and then like something shoots something at you and you explode, I feel like that's
That's true.
you know,
Bro, you think I think that much?
Right, that's my job. I'm.
He's doing the
I'm
thinking.
moving shit.
Fuck. How do I erase the things that I've drawn?
You gotta do the hand tool and click on it, or the whatever, the select tool.
Oh, okay, I
I'm
just
pretty
wasn't
sure.
selecting enough of it. You got to get it all in there. Okay.
Fucking.
Can you add 2 turbo engines at the bottom?
No.
Not yet.
Not yet.
It's not. It's not.
Can
the
we
game
get
vote
a
yet?
can we get a rush order on that?
Why isn't it letting me select this anymore? That's lame. What the fuck happened? Okay. It's not letting me select it anymore. This is fucking. Oh, here we go. There we go. The ship can be here. There you go.
Sweet.
Nice.
Yeah, turbo engines out the back, you say. But yeah, so you can be like piling stuff on in there, or just like dropping the crates onto your boat. So all
While he's doing
say
that,
that you
can Squiddy float through this gap over here and go start looking around and see if there's anything over
I
here?
guess check out that
yeah,
stuff,
I guess what's important is which crates are you loading first, just to like if you get interrupted, what's loaded first.
I'd probably grab the weird looking glass shit.
Okay.
Yeah, that's probably.
So 1, 2.
If I get interrupted, you say.
Interesting.
So yeah, like I can probably
I-
take some time to do identify in a little while too.
Yeah, please show me the current path you're gonna be taking. Just
Yeah, actually, make me a couple dexterity and constitution saving throws just like ahead of time, just in
Yeah,
case.
yeah.
No reason.
Just in case.
Strictly for no reason. So I'm just marking here that like there's the crates on board. I might depending on what Squiddy does. So yeah, Squiddy. This looks like this looks like a large square stone room, very smooth and with a gantry on one side that has collapsed, and it looks like it was actually like dug into the ground a bit. So the ground drops like 15, maybe 20 feet here in this crumpled area where there was a stone foundation even farther down.
Mm.
So this was like housed something big, but it's all collapsed now and very buried. So now it's closer to like level with the ground.
Okay. Is there any goodies over here? Is this a chest?
That is a chest actually. That's a chest right there. It's up on the gantry. But Squiddy can fly and he can go up and do it. It seems locked.
I don't think Squiddy can do locks. I don't think he's smart enough for that.
Squiddy, you can make an investigation check if you want. I say Squiddy, and I'm talking to Squiddy like Squiddy's a person. George, you can make an investigation check with Squiddy if you'd like to like suss out what's up with this island.
What kind of investigation does Squiddy have?
-2 to investigation. He got a 0.
Oh, this is just rocks. There's nothing
All right.
here.
Cool. Yeah. Seems like just
Actually,
the rest of the
there's-
castle.
There's like a bird, and Squiddy just like fucking grabs it out of the air and just crunch.
You can see through his eyes though, so you know it's there, right?
I guess that's fair. Should it be my investigation check or his if I'm looking through his eyes?
Well, he probably got distracted, but at least
Give
you
you
saw
investigation with disadvantage because like you can see, but you can't like poke at stuff.
Yeah, that's
it,
fair.
right? Yeah.
You could do it with
That's good.
disadvantage.
Or
All right.
perception, right? Perceiving.
My investigation is only +1, so it's not like it's amazing. I think
Hey, at least you can't get a 0.
Well,
9.
a 9.
The rocks are covering up. Like if there was something here, like it was here before it collapsed.
Fair enough.
Wait, so does he not know it's there at all?
No. He's like,
Okay.
there might have been something here, but if it is, it's buried under a couple tons of rocks.
Anything down this hallway?
That's more of like the gantry that was there before.
okay.
This map isn't, but it's like that. There's some storage. Like, looks like there were some shelves there that have long since collapsed and broken down and rotted away.
Fair enough. Whole lot of
Uh,
nothing over here. Just so you guys
Yeah.
know. I'm not near anybody to tell them that. Whatever.
Yeah. You can tell it's in our heads.
Yeah. Am I even... Yeah, I could reach you. I can't tell anybody else. They're too far away.
Oh, okay.
Well, I guess while they're still loading, can Squiddy float over to the other island? This one looks more
Absolutely.
interesting. Got bones and shit on it.
There look like they're almost all rotted away. And it's more so like bits of
That's
them
another
that have
thing.
sort of embedded into
Yeah.
the soil where you can see where they were rather than bits of bones themselves. But they're like very they're hollow bones. They look like they were hollow at least, and they don't
Big
look too
birds.
dissimilar from that. There do look like wing arrays maybe, but most of the bones there have been removed or rotted away or just gone.
I hope we don't have to fight like big ass bird. Oh,
They
like drakes?
that actually seems kind of, yeah, you know?
Interesting.
Looks like there might have been like,
It's
Does-
all done.
yeah.
It does check out for it being a floating island thing, that there might be drakes that live there.
Mhm.
Alright, well, can Squiddy do an investigation check in here?
As Squiddy moves to cross
Oh.
the boundary,
Oh boy.
Squiddy 14.
a faint blue like field appears in front of Squiddy, and the leading edge of Squiddy's tentacle like brushes into it, and Squiddy like it just goes numb instantly.
Oh. Whoa. Interesting.
Booby trap?
It is
And-
like a visible blue like force field thing.
Yeah, it's actually, yeah.
Hmm.
And it like flickers in as Squiddy gets close, and then flickers away as
As you
Squiddy
go
Squiddy
further
backs
away
up.
from it. Interesting.
And it's not like a hard delineation, but it's like maybe a couple inches thick. Think of like a Gaussian distribution of like light.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah. Interesting. Well, I will let the people know that are over here. Hey guys, I think we got some guarded treasure, some kind of magic over on this other island.
Did you say magic?
Yeah,
Did someone say
magic.
Magic.
Certainly appears to be magical to me.
Not real. Fake news.
Magic isn't
What
real.
is it?
We all know this.
Well, I don't know. We couldn't get inside of it over there. It's like
Oh,
some
did
kind
it
of
stop him from going in?
yeah, it's like a numbing force field thing. Don't know.
Oh, we use those for localized surgeries.
A numbing force field inside of somebody?
Oh yeah,
I don't think they're doing surgery over there.
Yeah.
yeah. There's
There's
no
also
grapes.
maybe some drake bones or some kind of big birds. So be on the lookout in the skies for big ass birds.
Oh,
Well,
Were
You
they
guys-
were they yellow?
shit. I guess let's go over there, right?
no. Do you guys want to finish over here first, or do you guys want to go over to the other island? I
Well-
figured we would like load up the boat with everything and then finish checking all this out and ride the boat over there.
What's
It's good.
what's all of y'all's passive perception, by the way?
12.
12?
11.
Is that whiz
Oh, wait, no.
mod?
Yeah.
It's 10 plus perception.
15.
Oh, okay. 15.
Mine.
No, mine is 10. Squiddy's is 15.
Okay, I was gonna say yours was yeah.
Oh. Okay. Noted.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Continue.
Yeah. Fair enough. Fair enough.
We got this other
I do
route.
think
We got
we
this other
should-
building over here that we got to figure out how to get into.
Yeah, and I guess we haven't gone down to where the one mechanical guy was going. So I
I
guess
guy
think
that
you
jumped
looked
off the cliff?
in and saw there were a bunch of no.
Yeah.
This guy. I think
Yeah.
Rick looked in, but
and saw them. Okay.
yeah,
It
they didn't
was
seem
just more of
active
a-
when Rick looked in.
Yeah, he just murked
Yeah.
the dude around the corner and then fucked
Yeah,
off.
like the
Okay.
dude ran around the corner and Rick just reached around the corner, pulled him back around, and then
Okay. Well, shit. Yeah, I guess we gotta check out the one that like the spiders came out of.
Fair.
We don't know how to get in yet, though, right? So
Can Squiddy fly up to the top of the building?
I
I
mean,
could
you
just
can go
misty
up to
step
the
in.
top. The more you look at it, the more it looks built sturdy,
Like there's no
Very-
openings in it?
bunker-like actually.
Interesting.
Oh, I don't like that. The whole fucking island's gonna explode.
I think it's
I
just
mean,
more of like
so-
a keep that we have to figure out how to break into. Like there's not going to be windows or anything easy to get in.
Yeah, but he said the word bunker.
He said bunkery.
That's fair.
I
That's
mean-
fair.
We can just go at these statues. Ripping
Well,
the
I mean,
parts
I could-
by
Spiders
piece.
had to come out of something, right?
Well, they could have just been living in there.
Or they could have just been on the top.
I think they
But,
would
I
just.
mean, I could misty step in because I can see through the little crack, but there's stuff in there. I'm
It's
probably
brave.
just gonna get murdered.
just Missy
like-
sit back out. Lol.
Do it.
Let me make sure I have the spots first. I do have 2 level 2s, so I could.
Do you guys think that they weigh more than 1,000 pounds?
Yes.
Well, I mean, you
Yeah.
moved one. I don't think you can move 1,000 pounds.
Yeah, you did it with a
dragged
strength
it
check.
slightly.
I crit
That's
on
right.
a strength check. And
Yeah, but
barely
1,000
do.
pounds? If you
of dragging? Yeah. Yes.
I mean, okay, hear me out though.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
If he telekinesis is like its ankle or something, it would take a full 1,000 pounds to maybe tip it over.
This
Fair.
is true.
You know what I mean? Like, pick it up, sure, but leverage and shit.
oh,
I'm gonna-
you could.
I'm going to
I
describe
could help by trying to.
Illzamaex leverage.
Is it another alternative? Is it a creature? Have we determined if it's something that is alive?
No, I don't think so.
We don't know.
Yeah.
What
We
happens
think it's just a statue.
I'm gonna Eldritch Blast the one right in front of me.
Oh my fucking god! I'm
Okay.
backing the fucking.
Okay, hold on. Roll attack, roll damage. I mean,
Okay.
roll attack. Sorry.
Yeah.
Roll attack.
Oh Jesus
Uh,
Christ!
Does a 20 hit?
30, 20. Yeah. Oh?
Yes, barely.
All right. 14 force damage and it moves back 10 feet.
Well, it
Oh,
doesn't
great.
actually. It
Damn
moves
it.
back 5 feet,
Oh, okay.
and you hear a whirring noise,
Oh, you motherfucker!
and
why
you
would you do
hear
that?
the sound of
He's getting pushed
something
back.
spooling up. And it's not. It sounds like the high pitched noise is getting higher pitched, and I'm.
Fucking rail beam
Oh,
incoming.
I had a second beam on that too. He's getting both beams.
Okay, this is a quick time event, by the way.
I'm getting out of the way, I guess.
Does a
I'm in front of
17 hit it?
No, 17 does not hit.
Damn.
Lead.
I'm just gonna.
All right, and
do
on
this.
that, everyone stop moving.
Okay.
That was 3 rounds.
By the way, Jeremy,
18
I was aiming at the one that was right
It's
here.
the top one.
The
Oh,
other
this one?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Not
it,
the one that had gotten drugged out. I was trying to
moves
push
back
that other
there.
one further in.
as it finishes spooling, it starts moving, and the rocks and the dust chip away from it,
God damn it!
Well,
and
What?
it
No
starts
way.
moving forward.
well, the
Actually,
passageway is
it-
open now.
it takes one step forward, it takes a second step forward, and it looks around, and it looks almost like it's scanning you all.
Oh no.
And in a language you don't understand, it makes a very deep, like, robotic whine and says something, and then does not seem to move yet.
Thank fucking God. He probably just said it, like, stop or I'm gonna kill you or something. I don't know.
Yeah, but I want to get in there. Illzamaex wants to know what's inside.
Maybe
At all
you have to hit
costs.
it. You have to hit it like 3 times.
Maybe I need to hit it again. What do you guys
Yeah.
think?
I think you gotta hit it harder. I don't think it recognizes your authority yet.
If I just keep
Um,
slamming it, it'll get moved back with my spells eventually.
Yeah,
move
yeah.
forward.
I'm
It
gonna
did
go
come
hide on the ship.
forwards. Guys are a bunch of cowards.
Mm,
Let me go over here.
It repeats whatever it said.
God damn it. Do I still have comprehend languages? Hold on. I think I took it off my list.
I could get it out of the way by banishing it.
Oh my fucking God.
Christ.
We do have the wand, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I could try and
I do
dispel
see
magic
that.
it. I don't think that would work though. I mean, so Squiddy couldn't fit through the crack that it could see between like the robot and the wall, right?
Couldn't see much.
Because we could just see like a little bit in, but Squiddy couldn't fit in that. Is one.
Squiddy couldn't fit in that.
Yeah, we could just see
This
a little
thing is
gap.
now like unfolded, so there are like sort of like gaps where its shoulders were. Like it has 2 big like shield arms that were sort of like blocking the way before, but now that it's unfolded, there's gaps like where the shoulders were.
Could Squiddy fit through it?
Squiddy could.
Squiddy might
Well,
die.
I mean, it's better than us.
Well,
He might get turned to paste going past
That's
that
a
guy.
risk we're willing to take.
The automaton, or whatever this thing is, repeats what it says again and then amends it with a second statement.
But I
Like,
can't
you're
understand
pissing it
you.
off, dude. You're pissing it off.
Don't you have like some way to do that, George?
I don't have that. There is some like eldritch stuff where you can
talk
like
to it.
comprehend all
Talk to it in its
languages.
head.
Oh, I guess I could try to talk in its head.
'Cause it just works when you do that, right?
Yeah.
Like
If it has to have a brain though.
It has to
I
be
could
like
try. Yeah.
an intelligent creator.
I'm gonna try to talk to it in its head.
Yeah, I guess it could be like
Read me the text of how telepathy works.
or whatever. Yeah, whatever.
I
the
need to
thing
go
is.
find it. It's like
But it's like it has to like know a language.
It has to know at least one language.
where did that go? You can telepathically speak to any creature you can see within range, 30 feet. I don't need to share a language with the creature for it to understand my telepathic utterances, but the creature must be able to understand at least one language.
Okay. So you start trying to talk to this thing. And to give you an analogy, like typically when you're telepathically speaking, it's almost like, imagine you're facing another person in a blank space and you just sort of have that conversation. Here you try and broadcast that out, and to put a mental picture to it, you're just talking into into the empty space. And like you just like wait for a little bit, I think.
Waiting on anything.
And at the edge of this like non-existent like mental space, something begins to stir.
Okay.
Oh.
It's waking up.
And you hear something almost actually, what you hear is you hear like almost a dialogue as
MS DOS booting up.
yeah, yes. System runtime clock reading 6584312229 cycles.
Oh,
Fucking terminal.
Illzamaex is
Wait.
gonna say like, that was not
Oh, yeah.
helpful at all. Can you tell me what your purpose is? What are
And you see like
guarding?
in your head there's this like rotating disc, and it's like different colors, and it's rotating for a bit. And you, I guess the way you'd visualize this when you're like, because it's something you see, so it's like you're visually connecting with it almost.
Mm-hmm.
So it looks sort of like this thing, but this thing isn't moving. Something at the edge of this space seems to almost finish booting up.
Okay.
And asks, "What are you doing here?"
We just wanted to see what's behind you. What are you guarding?
State purpose.
Investigation.
Mm-hmm.
Any other survivors?
Yes.
Distress signal received?
Yes.
Reinforcements?
No. Yes.
See. Unsealing gateway. And
We're
hold
in,
on,
boys.
I
This is
thought it was
gonna
gonna
be
start
bad.
attacking you because it was asking you if you were the reinforcements.
You were the reinforcements.
And
That would have been so good.
and this steps forward, and then this one steps forward, and then this one doesn't keep stepping forward, and then
Oh.
this one steps forward,
Yeah, fair enough. I'll get out of the way.
and then this one steps forward, and it looks down at the crushed at the dead spider, and you see it like blue light, blink, 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 red light, blue light, stutter, red light, blink, solid red light, and it lifts the spider and moves it to the side. Actually,
Okay.
picks the spider up, and then this one steps forward. And then they both seem to go into an idle mode.
Thanks, guys.
Alright guys, they loaded mostly everything onto the
Okay.
ship. What the fuck?
We should.
Yeah, it turns out they're a little bit
Maybe
friendly.
speaking-
A little dumb, but friendly.
Okay.
Somebody want to lead the way? That's
Before you
not
go
so
in there,
squishy.
we should look for traps.
I'm gonna go in.
Okay, hold on.
God. Okay, well.
Oh
Oh!
my god.
I'm glad I did not lead the way. What in the hell
And-
is that?
What you see is, oh my god, I'm not even sure it looks humanoid anymore. It looks like, hold on.
A good way to start it off. Not even sure it's humanoid anymore.
It looks very much like it looks a little like this.
Oh,
Oh.
okay. Fair enough.
I don't even know what I'm looking at.
Adeptus Mechanicus.
That is
Yeah, it looks
tech
a little
priest.
tech priesty, and at the center is this basketball-sized glowing blue sphere of glass with arcane symbols etched on it that it seems to be sort of built around. And it is surrounded in this this ritual carved into the stone. And it seems to be that just gentle like wisps of blue light are fading off of it and into the circle. And it turns to look at you, Rick, as you like step in, and it very visually scans you, and a little red light starts blinking under one of its eyes.
Illzamaex?
What? What have we got? What have we got in here? We got a. Oh my fuck! That's a big thing.
Can you do your talkie thing with it?
Sure. I guess I'll walk up to him and try to talk to him in his head.
Bro's getting closer to.
Hey, how's it hanging?
Your head is filled with. Imagine if text to speech was running the boot up sequence for Windows 11.
Yeah.
Okay. Like just saying like all like the
just like thousands of like random words of code and shit just getting beamed into my brain. Awesome.
In your head. And like that's relatively quiet compared to what happens next. Because it queries you. Query user login. User ID. Sorry, not login. User ID.
Hey, anybody got any ideas on what I would need to tell this thing to log in? Euwyn, you see any clues or anything on the way in here?
I guess I'll try and like I'll come forward and try and like peek around, see if I see anything on like around the runes on the ground or like on the walls that could be like a identification.
The runes on the ground are interesting because what they are doing, as far as you can tell, if you make me an Arcana check real quick. Yeah, these runes are a wireless transmission network that is either transferring power or information between multiple locations.
Wait, Illzamaex, I have an idea. Sysadmin.
Look, if it's anything like the corporate computers that I'm used to, I can type in user as the username and I can type in password as the password.
I mean, yeah.
Or user as both, and it'll just go.
Anything like identifying like anywhere else that could possibly be a thing, though?
This isn't a runic system you're amazingly familiar with.
Okay.
But this does remind you of something that you read in one of the books previously, which is like called a Clockwork Horror.
That sounds nice.
Awesome.
Okay. Is it one of the books we got from the?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Can I try and pull that book out?
Yeah, you pull it out. It's one on the phlogiston and I think beyond the spheres. And it's a little hard to read because of the actually you can read it. You just can't talk about it, I guess.
Well, to people who don't know it, right?
Yeah. And what you sort of read on this is that like out in the astral sea, there are things called clockwork horrors that basically they're you know, like the gray goo thing where it's like nanomachines that just exist to make more nanomachines. Clockwork horrors are like dog-sized automatons that exist to make more dog-sized automatons that take over spell jamming ships. Nobody knows who makes them because all of the encounters are either we killed them all or they killed everyone here, and so it's survivor bias. And this just like the automatons, the like weird level of technology here is like this is not Farunian. This is not.
Right. Is advanced.
This is advanced.
Advanced and alien, probably. Yeah.
There is a good chance that this thing is hostile.
I guess. Okay, so I would
but does
let
not know
them
it
know
yet.
that.
Yeah.
That we might be about to have to fight this thing.
I'll be like the dude, like the nerd in the back, like read through the book, like
Yeah.
just relaying
Like,
it to the.
oh,
to
and
the
it says a
team.
note here. Actually, it's gonna try to kill all of us.
Yeah. It might. I mean, based on the fact that Clockwork Horrors take people and objects and turn them into materials to make more Clockwork Horrors.
What if we controlled it and used it to upgrade our ship?
Well, they take over ships, from what I'm reading right here. So.
Yeah, but like they could just man the
Query
ship.
user ID.
Yeah, it's still asking you for a password, my dude.
Yeah,
Well, we don't know that because it's in his head, right?
I think
In
it
his
is.
head.
Unless
Oh,
it's
yeah,
out
it's
loud.
like-
I think it's just in my head.
It's in his
but-
head, but it also blares it out loud
Oh,
in
fuck.
in a language you don't understand.
That's fair.
Okay.
Okay.
What?
Hey guys, it's still asking
what-
for a password.
I'm gonna try and go in and see if there's anything on the table.
Try 1, 2, 3, 4.
There is a toolbox with engraving tools and what appears to be a star chart and a small bronze figure. I guess figures. It looks like a bunch of like bronze, I guess, fingers reaching upwards, and it's gently humming.
Okay. No passwords or anything over here. Yeah, guys, I don't really know what we should do about this. It's probably gonna attack us soon. That's just my vibe.
Well, then we gotta try some passwords. What's the title of that book that it's in? We'll try that first.
Phlogiston and Beyond the Crystals.
Yeah, I don't
Sure.
think that would be the password
I don't
or
know.
the name.
Crystal Sphere.
Well, because phlogiston it. Yeah. I guess I don't know if Euwyn would know that though. Does it look like it's like ready, like about to do something, or is it just kind of just waiting?
It seems to be waiting. You make me a perception check, Euwyn.
Oh no, I'm bad at that.
You don't notice anything. Yeah, it's just waiting.
Oh no.
I could try and mess with this like cradle thing.
Fuck. What's the dragon's name? The astral dragons?
I know what it is, but we're not supposed to
We're
say
not
his name.
supposed to say it.
That's fair. That's fair.
That would be pretty fucking brave to say it to
All right,
this
how about
thing.
this? I'm gonna cast identify non-ritually, so just the normal
Ping.
version on the yeah.
On it or the hands?
The hand thing.
The hands.
I think it's only objects. I
is
don't think it can do creatures.
divination and abjuration. I think it's more divination than it is abjuration, but it seems to be doing two things. How much do you get? You get at School of Magic and
So it's. Oh, I do have to touch it also,
yeah. So okay.
just so you know.
Yep.
But yeah, it's if it is magic or magic imbued properties, how to use them, whether it's attunement, how many charges it has, if any spells are affecting it, what those spells are.
You get the whole kit and caboodle.
Yeah. If it was created, I learned what created it.
This was created by a, I think, 7th level spell. It broadcasts. What it does is the spell's effects are that a target that seems to be designated at creation, as long as it is within 1,000 light years. can record anything that happens within like can observe anything that's happening within
Okay.
1 foot of it, and that the other function is that it basically plays a message on repeat. You can give it a
Well-
10-second message and it will continue to play that message indefinitely.
Is it playing a message now?
It
Yeah,
is.
that's fine.
What's the how do we read the
what-
message?
It's in a language
right.
that I don't think you know.
Fuck.
Okay.
Um,
Can we just like
it looks-
copy the like sound of it though? Like if it's like, can I just be like
Yes.
back into this guy? That might be the password.
Yes, you could
Do I have to
leave it
be
in the
within
room
a foot of
playing
it?
the password over and over?
No, it's playing softly, but it's not like only within 5 feet of it.
Okay.
You'd have to do a performance check for that, but yes.
Okay, I'll try it.
But you think that there's a thing in the room just saying the password over and over? Or the
Maybe.
user ID? It might be. Fuck it,
performance.
Can I? Nah,
I'm
I don't
so
think I
ready.
can.
Okay.
Dirty 20, dude. Copy.
You spit out these sounds, and the thing responds with another set of phrases. Are you still trying to telepathy with it?
Yeah.
I'm trying to think how to phrase this right, but basically it's saying acknowledged, local user ID rewritten, survivor, re-enter hibernation query.
Guys, it's saying if it's supposed to go into hibernation.
Yes, probably. So it doesn't kill us.
What
Maybe?
was it already doing? I don't know.
Listen, this thing looks terrifying. Okay, I don't know if I wanted to.
I think you activated it when you moved the fucking bodyguards. So it's
Yeah.
asking if it should go back to sleep. And you should say yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm with.
User self will facilitate local shutdown for hibernation, and it starts moving towards you guys.
Can we like quickly? Like, what's the?
Not amazingly quickly.
What is
Are
okay?
we just trying to
I
skirt,
told
like,
it
around
yes,
it?
guys. I don't. What is?
And it like reaches out a hand to your head and casts. I need to check the wording of this spell. First, it casts mending actually on you.
Okay.
Okay.
For what it's
So
worth,
your cloak.
I
fixes?
also have the always-on thought shield. So
Yes.
if that is going to matter, I can just like lock it out.
Oh God.
I'm thinking hibernation.
It casts.
It's going to add me to hibernation.
It casts freeze.
It casts magic jar on you.
I don't know what that
Counterspell.
is. I don't know what that is.
All right. Roll
I
me a
don't-
counterspell because this is a 6th level spell.
Yeah, I was say I can't. It doesn't matter. Yeah. So, let's see.
Normally, tell you what, Illzamaex, without looking, not Illzamaex, Euwyn, without looking it up, do you know what magic jar does?
If I remember correctly, so you have to have a jar, and it switches the soul of someone in the jar with someone outside of the jar, or it captures the soul of someone into a jar.
Oh my god.
And like you become that's just what I remember on the top of my head.
We should not have gone in here.
I gotta remember what counter. Like, is it just my intelligence, or do I get proficiency?
Oh, that's a great question. Counterspell.
It's like a weird one because it's just like it might just be an ability check.
Mm-hmm. DC equals 10 plus the spell's level, and you make a check using your spell casting ability.
So that would be with proficiency, right?
I think so.
Uh,
It might just be your intelligence.
okay.
Spell casting
Well,
ability. Roll it.
roll it.
and-
Okay. I gotta hit an 11 for you. Oh my
Good
god.
shit. You dispel it, and the no.
Okay, I've
And
only
George,
got 1/3 level left.
Illzamaex feels like a tugging on his soul for a second, like towards the blue crystal sphere.
That's
And like for a second, your soul leaves your body, but it then snaps back into you.
okay. Yeah,
And
don't like that.
the this thing turns to you, Euwyn, and goes. It says something in an unknown language.
Yeah.
Says something in an unknown language.
Can I lock in on trying to talk to him again and be like,
Yeah.
query cancel hibernation, no hibernation.
System process cancel hibernation query prompt.
Hibernate
Command?
self.
Return self hibernation. System runtime 658431659 cycles.
Or like shut down.
Sufficient charge initiated. Reactivating guards.
Oh no.
Oh, I'm out of here.
Reactivating guards. System pass. Local user.
He's talking in
Shut
my
down.
head. You guys don't hear
And
any of this.
It
yeah.
casts.
Never
it
mind.
casts magic jar on itself.
Oh, true.
And a flash of
What
blue
is-
light escapes from this thing and pumps into the circle, which starts radiating energy. And
in the
these
fuck?
start moving back
Back up.
towards there. And the blue light sort of fades from it and goes back into the core when it casts magic jar, and it goes into a hibernation state again, it seems. These things are going to start slowly moving back to.
Do we like hear them? I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, they
And
were
it's
like
probably,
5 feet
but,
away
yeah,
from the doorway.
They're just
so
gonna do it pretty fucking fast.
There's no
I don't
way.
think
Yeah.
we're getting out.
You guys need to get out.
Because what? 2025.
I mean, if I notice it, I would yell at them that they need to get out.
Yeah, you guys
I
might
think
be
you can,
able to.
hear
We're
it.
pretty fucking
I think
far
you
away
all
from
can
the
like
door.
very quickly pick up on the fact that they're.
Okay. Well, if that's the case, we're getting the fuck out of here.
Sprinting out.
40.
Bam.
Four.
Indiana Jones dive out.
Yeah. So maybe we just burn this place to the ground.
Yeah, all of you make me a perception check.
Oh boy.
Sir, yes, sir.
Oh god.
Okay.
8.
Zaru and Rick, you notice that there is a blue light emanating from the northeastern side of the island.
Northeast.
Guys, was that there when we showed up?
In fact, it's emanating out of the building Squiddy was looking at.
I should have told the damn thing to turn the shield off while I was talking to him.
Oh, the shield.
Uh,
Do we want to check that out before we leave?
Yeah, we did. Well, we still need to get the gun too.
Yeah.
We should probably
But-
get the gun before we blow up the islands
I mean-
by accident.
I can probably move it. Well, it's a large item, right? Jeremy?
So you can definitely levitate
Because
it.
I can carry it by myself.
It's
I can
3
carry.
by 3, not 2 by 2.
Oh, okay. Never mind then. I can carry 2x2 stuff without
Okay.
Getting restricted.
Does
Can
it
you levitate
weigh
other things? or
3
only
by
yourself?
3 is significantly
much?
bigger.
What's that?
Gigantic, you could say.
Illzamaex?
I can
Yes, gigantic.
I can telekinesis 1,000 pounds, but I can only levitate myself.
Okay, well, I can levitate.
I just
Let me
need
make
help
sure.
carrying it.
Well, levitate will make it 500 pounds lighter, basically, for you to, because it, yeah. So
How
I'll
much
do that
weight
for you.
reduction would you say we need in order for me to carry it without issue?
I don't know if you necessarily know, but
Okay.
Just a big ass
You
thing.
could
I'm gonna
try.
cast levitate
guess-
on it.
Okay,
Okay.
I will try to pick it up.
Do me a strength check.
Yeah,
Okay, so I
levitate
still
can
need-
do up to 500 pounds. So
That's fair.
I'm gonna add telekinesis if you still can't pick it up.
I was trying to avoid using the higher spell.
He can't
for you.
pick it up yet.
Guys, I need more help.
alright.
It's too heavy.
Yeah. All right.
So
I'll use
it doesn't raise in the air with the levitate though. Then right?
It does not
No.
raise in the air.
Well, fuck it.
With
Yeah, go
a
for it.
levitate, I'll just tell you. With the levitate and a telekinesis and Zaru not fucking flubbing his strength save, you guys can get it moved.
Okay. Then I
Okay.
will cast a telekinesis and start pushing with 1,000
Yay.
pounds of force on it.
A second. Okay.
Okay.
Rick is just
And-
gonna like stand around and like direct people and
Wave
act
your
like
arms.
he's helping, but he's not.
All right. And it
I
starts
said
to move.
let's put it on the front. I guess.
Yeah.
Okay.
probably
the
the
blue
best
light
spot
is
for it.
still happening.
Oh shit.
It's fine. It's fine. Keep moving. Keep moving.
Fine, just keep
Should I go
moving it.
figure out what that is?
Sure.
The
Yeah,
effect,
I'll-
the effect is happening. So
Just try not
Okay.
to set up anything.
yeah,
I'm
like
gonna-
maybe I'll run over with you.
I'll like
Okay,
dash
I'm gonna
across
pause for a
this shit.
sec.
Okay.
Yeah.
What you see is that there is light blasting out of the top of this building, and on closer inspection, I mean, I guess you guys are here. You can actually see there's something glowing between these two islands, just more faintly. And there's some like noises coming from here.
Hmm.
Okay.
Righty then. Let's just keep,
I'm gonna
keep
sneak.
this
I'm gonna sneak.
showing the road.
Stay back there, Chip. Rick, let me know if you need help.
Okay.
Okay. Rick,
Yep.
are you like looking into like what's in this pile?
Yes.
Make me an investigation check.
Yikes.
Better than a 0.
fair.
Actually, the process is far enough along now that you can see like something sticking out. It's kind of whoop, wrong button. It's it looks a little like that.
Jesus. Zaru, keep pushing the
And
fucking thing.
It's mostly buried, but as you can see, actually, there's cables running from this island across
Oh,
into this
no.
island. And the blue light is slowly filtering into a core that this thing has.
Cut him. I don't know.
I'm gonna go try and cut those cables
That's brave.
if I can see them.
Dude.
You can see them. They're like over the water. They're 15 feet down, but still like 15 feet up from the water. So like they're in the midair.
Okay. Can I like
I
I might need to
gonna,
go
like,
talk
try
to the
and jump
computer
down
again.
and like cut the cables?
Okay, make me an attack. Zara, how are you gonna get this thing from like the edge of the
Yeah,
island? Are you just gonna like drop it?
well, it's got 1,500 pounds worth of levitate and telekinesis as well.
Yeah,
If that helps.
but dropping a
How
500
far-
pound thing on the
Yeah,
deck. still
how
isn't
far of a
great.
drop are we talking about?
10
like-
10 feet, probably.
It's gonna fucking like put a hole in the ship.
I think that's like the only.
Can we maneuver
mean,
the
I
ship
can-
in any closer for it, or is it already as close?
I
Yeah,
can-
Euwyn, you could like get the ship in a little closer if you were piloting it.
Yeah, I'll go run over to it. I was gonna do that anyway, so
Okay.
I was
I'll
literally
go
just
jump
gonna
on.
fucking throw it on.
I'll try and
Just
I'll try and lift it up so it's less of a drop.
All right. If he can get it
Okay.
even enough, I'll just like shimmy it onto the
Cool,
side.
cool, cool. It is on the boat. Rick, you put like a big old gash in that cable. Make me a dexterity saving throw.
Yay. Oh,
Okay,
shit.
you
That's a
take
bad roll.
5 points of lightning damage
Okay, that's not bad.
as it
Do you guys think I need to
not
go
quite cut yet.
talk to the guy again?
How are you gonna get in there?
I can just do
Close
the
off
same
again.
shit and talk to him and tell him to get out of the
You
way.
can ask the dudes to get out of the way and
I could try and
Right.
go to the thing and dispel the shields and stuff.
Oh yeah, that's probably gonna be faster.
we should have fucking messed up the
I just don't
runes
know
and
about it
shit.
yet. So.
Oh
I
Okay,
will
shit.
let you know that I have a timer running.
Yeah, we need
We
to
gotta
like
attack the
Hey,
cable
I
again.
don't know about it yet.
You
Yeah,
don't.
do it.
Fuck yeah, because none of us
That
have
hit.
actually seen the lightning stuff
You-
happening.
Yeah.
There's another like you're halfway through the cable now. You don't even get zapped this time.
Was there anything else that I needed to move on here? I think I got all
I
the.
think we got everything. Yeah.
And
Okay.
again,
I guess I'll just get on the boat because none of us know that this is happening.
You slash it. It only cuts a bit that time. Yes, Tyler. Hold on. Rick is trying to hack his way through the cable, very stealthy.
So I know he went over there. I was gonna try and maneuver the boat just to this side, so that way. I know he's over there, in case he has to dive off the edge or something. We can just
Yeah.
I can just fly this way as fast as possible, so we don't get
Yeah.
Yeah, can you
annihilated.
go over the bridge or?
Yeah.
I can go up and down, you know.
Put it there, and then
Yeah,
you
yeah,
all
yeah.
fall off. No.
Just so that way.
And you guys see is this now? There's this pillar of blue light coming out of here, and these cables, and Rick is swinging on a cable and just
What
fucking.
the?
What the fuck is going on
And you
over
can
here?
see a giant bronze wing sort of crawl its way out of the pile.
Oh, fuck.
And it's
Guys,
glowing with blue light from within.
Guys.
You are 60% through the cable.
All right,
I'm
well,
just
whatever
gonna
he's
keep
doing, I'm gonna fucking help
using
him, and
it.
I'm just gonna send an
Yeah,
Eldritch
no help.
Blast at the cable.
At the point he's on, or at a different point along it?
I don't want to hit him. I would say at the base of wherever it's plugged in over here, because I'm gonna think
It seems
if I hit it,
plugged
I'm
in,
just gonna fucking.
Under.
Oh, okay. We can't see it from where we're at.
it's going
Then fuck
up
it,
to
yeah.
the
Wherever
bottom
he's
of the
slashing at,
island.
I want to be like, Rick, I'm gonna fucking shoot it. Get down.
Okay. Make an attack, I suppose. And
All
Rick,
right.
make me a dex save.
Okay. Oh no.
Question for the DM: the laser cannon isn't.
Oh my god!
Oh,
They
that's
both land on Rick.
No, the first one
Roll
was an
me
18.
damage.
The first one was an 18. I have a roll right above it.
Okay.
oh, because I see.
Okay. That's a double crit fail, though. Okay. Roll me damage on one of them.
Uh,
On the first one.
Say, Rick's about to
15.
get launched 5 feet back.
I believe that's optional, to be fair.
Oh,
But-
you're right. Yeah.
But here's the thing. I think
On the
you
launch
decide
pad.
that when
If
you
you
let it
decide
loose.
when you
That's
shoot
fair.
it, you can't
Which
it
the
hits
plan
and be
was
like-
definitely to displace the cable by 5 feet and just tear it in half by doing that.
The
So
cable starts to strain, and Rick. The second one clips Rick directly in the head.
oh no!
And
headshot.
And because I know Trey will get this reference, Cha Hae In from Solo Leveling during the Beru fight, fucking, whee!
Fuck!
and
Rick, no!
Rick,
Fuck
you bounce into the rocks here, and I assume Rick knows how to swim, but roll damage, George, and Rick, as you hit the wall and then
10.
fall into the water, you take 10 damage, and you fall 20 feet into the water. And you look up from where you are at this cable, sparking,
Oh,
but not destroyed. It's 3/4 through, and the Squiddy, make me a perception check.
uh,
Oh my god.
Yep, nothing.
wait.
Nothing.
Oh,
Are we?
no,
Also,
there
you
there was
got
damage rolls
dangerously
in
close-
between.
Right?
right?
Yes, you got dangerously close to all going down a level.
Yeah, because I did just roll 3 d20s that were ones in a row.
Well,
Oh no, one of them
this
didn't
one
count.
wasn't
Rick.
a real roll.
Rick,
That's
you
right.
can start
If you roll the
swimming
next
towards
one-
the boat. Like you're hurt, but you're not down. Like it was a little disorienting.
Yeah.
And you're looking up. You do see where it plugs in on both bottoms. It is like 20 feet above you though.
Is it like a gap, like, or is it just like embedded in the rock, basically?
No,
on
it
both
looks
ends,
like
or-
there's a fitting, like it's like locks in somehow. And it's not just like doesn't just go into the stone. It's like there's a cable fitting where two things connect. Tyler, what are you doing during all this?
Okay.
Well, I've been just. I think that. So I can see as if I was anywhere on the ship whenever I'm on the helm.
Yep.
So I guess how much of this do I actually get to witness?
All of it.
Because I would
The
probably
ship
be.
is
Okay.
more than 20 feet tall, I think.
Yeah. Okay.
So you,
So can I see the couplings as well?
yes, but I think you only see them when you start looking for Rick, because like you don't see from
Right,
the
right,
entire
right.
surface of the ship, but like when you go looking for Rick, you see the cabling.
Right. Okay. And then Rick is about to climb onto the ship. Is that what the?
I think one of you would need to throw down a rope ladder unless you want to drop the ship into the water.
So I can just drop into the water, make it a little easier for him at least.
Yeah. Okay. Rick, athletics to get on.
Can I make
Bug,
another
you got
shot
this.
while he's getting on to keep trying to
Yep,
cut the cable?
make another shot. Zaru, is there anything you're doing?
Before we went down, were we even with the island? Because I want to try and.
Yes.
Okay, I wanted to get off and try and get over to
my
start hacking at this
fucking
thing.
God.
Jesus Christ!
Which-
you should have
which-
just not started
Getting off.
blasting.
Wait. Getting off here.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Yes, I was gonna get
As
off on this.
You can get off here. The barriers aren't there anymore. But there's something in here that is glowing burningly bright blue.
Guys, that force thingy is going like really bright. Should I grab it or? Oh, they're going down.
I
We
feel
need
like I have to stay here because we need to be able to get away. So
Yeah.
We either need to cut that cable or
Did-
figure out some way to stop this.
Did my one hit do anything to it? I got a 25 and a 1.
It's hard because Rick was cutting at it from one side and you're shooting it from the
Yeah.
other side.
Yeah. Just
But I am
starting
trying to
over.
just displace the whole cable by 10 feet. Is that enough to just rip
it's
it out?
whipping, but it
Okay.
hasn't it's not ripping the connection. Not quite.
I
Fair.
can't do anything while I'm on
If
the
I go
fucking
through
thing.
here, I don't get stopped. Like,
You start feeling numb, but it's not like immediate.
okay.
Um,
This might be a really bad idea, but I'm just gonna whip open the box and see what the
Take
fuck
the-
is in
just
here.
take the box.
Make me a con save.
Nope.
Oh, Zaru.
Okay, you are blind. The
Okay.
last thing you see is this radiant orb the size of, I don't know, a grapefruit, carved with blue arcane etchings that's set into a bronze, collet. And it's just arcing with energy. And as you look at it, the crate was actually hollow and set on top. to
Yeah,
hide
it's
it.
like stationary, right?
But it's
Or I guess
wired
what
into the ground. But this orb here is just being held in with it's like the setting on a ring.
Mhm.
The
Okay,
tines are
yeah.
holding it in. But this is the last thing you see. You see this image is burned into your eyes and you are blinded.
Okay, could I try and displace whatever this fucking glowing
Pull it out.
ball thing is? Like, just feel around.
Yeah, I mean, like you see, like you could reach in there.
Okay.
You have a very clear mental image.
Yeah, you
because
know
it's
exactly
I
where
guess
that
burned
I do
in
was.
your
I do.
retina.
Yeah, the last thing I see is.
Try and yank that bitch out.
Yeah, I will attempt to forcefully remove it.
You make me a strength and constitution save.
Okay, strength first.
And George,
Yep.
make another attack.
All right. We're tearing it up.
It is getting frayed, and there's like only a couple strands of wire left, but it's connected still.
20 and a 27.
Ooh. So two things happen at the same time. Zaru, you rip this thing out of its mounting, and you are burned horribly badly. As you do
Okay.
this, a pulse of power goes down into it, and you guys watch in horror as this pulse of electricity and energy phase goes through the cable, and you see it lighting up, and it reaches the section Illzamaex just shot, and there is a pop as explosive resistance is overcome, and the cable explodes. It is not the connection it used to be, and lowering the diameter
Yeah.
is too much energy passing too small of an area, and it explodes violently, rocking the cable and the boat. The blue light here starts flickering, and this bronze and glass dragon, as it pulls itself out of the rubble, falls backward and breaks apart.
Thank
God.
Zaru.
Yes.
You're going to take 17 fire damage.
Okay. I will begin raging and do my fire affinity. So after this, because I assume while I run it over, I'm going to continue.
You are like on fire currently, but it is not like it's still hot. The rest of you, because we're not necessarily in, like, it's not as time critical. The orb is about 1,000 degrees, but that's significantly down from like the like the 2,000 or 3,000 degrees it was before. Euwyn, this sort of makes sense. This blue glass, whatever it is, when induced with a magical charge, produces energy, maybe in the form of heat, maybe in the form of electricity. This is how the automatons worked. This is how the cannon worked. Is it would... this is what that burningly hot core was.
Is it bigger?
It is big. It is roughly the size of the one in the cannon, still smaller than the size of the one in the dude down there. But that this blue glass is both a conduit and, when charged, heats up and produces electricity. So it is 1,000 degrees. You are taking... Zaru's like on fire, blind. You actually like make me... I am going to do that. Zaru like falls from the island onto the deck and just... his hands are burning and charred. His hair's on fire, his clothes on fire. But he's holding this orb up like it's the fucking it's the fucking
I got it.
How heavy is it?
So that island is like
it
torched.
weighs 10 pounds about.
Okay, well, if that's the case, I can put it in an extra dimensional space.
Yep.
So it's not burning. Okay.
Hand it to Squiddy and put him in the pocket dimension.
Squiddy turns into calamari instantly now.
I
Vaporized.
In there.
Yep. So it disappears into your extra dimensional space. And seems like it's still cooling down.
So that way it's not... I don't know. If it explodes, it's in there probably. I don't know.
Yeah. It's not something you need to worry about now. The automaton dragon has fallen apart into relatively intact pieces.
I know what we need.
Oh.
We need a figurehead for our
And-
boat, and it needs to be a dragon head.
Yeah.
Dragon
This
head.
island
robot
is
dragon
on
head.
fire now, by the way.
That's fine.
And as is
Okay.
a small section of this island.
We need to go get a dragon head.
Well, where
All
I
right,
just
I'll-
grabbed that orb, everything's on fire.
I'll back the boat up so that way they can get onto the island. And,
Yes.
I don't know, fucking dragon maybe. And I'm just gonna sit here and just be ready to just like hit the gas.
Is our
Alrighty.
our boat is made out of wood?
Help you.
Yeah, but it's like special because of magic stuff.
Okay, but
Well, and that's
wood
one
still
of the things
burns,
you could
so
change.
probably don't.
Right.
There
don't get too close.
are.
Yeah, I'm staying away from the fire.
Yes.
Yeah. So I'll tell you what. Everyone who wants to make a check of the type that you want. So like if you're trying to strip scrap metal, make me a. God, I'm not even sure what that would be. Basically, you can make any
Slide
set of
it in.
checks you want for anything you're trying to do with this corpse. If you want to try and find the
I'll-
pieces that like the targeting array, that would probably be Arcana or Investigation. If you want to try and strip metal, that could be Survival or Strength or Athletics. If you
I'll
want to
just try and
like,
point out like pertinent details to them.
okay, which
I
I'll
will
say,
definitely be stripping metal.
I'll say because of what Euwyn's doing, you guys have advantage on your checks, but you do one check per thing you want to try and get one type of thing.
I
So
want
do
to
me an
remove.
athletics for metal. So that's 22 on the metal. So
So if I want to find important things from whatever Euwyn is saying, like if he says like there's a sensor, grab his eyeball or something,
Yeah,
is that
exactly.
investigation that I need to also do?
no, I think Euwyn's doing it for you. You could
I'm trying to
do
point everything
sleight
out
I
of
just
for
need to
you.
go
hand
grab
try
it.
and-
Crap.
Yeah,
I
you
can
do
do
like
a
sleight
sleight
of
of hand.
to pop the circuit out.
I can do a good sleight
Right
of
there.
hand for
Grab
all
the
that.
sensors.
Okay.
Does it
I
have
grabbed
Okay.
all the valuable shit that Euwyn points out.
The eyes, you pop the eyes out.
Does it have a heart of any kind? Does it have like a turbo pump as a heart?
It does actually have some sort of heart. It looks like a complex valve assembly with like small blue glass marbles in a bunch of different spots on it.
Could I do
Wait,
survival
look,
to try
right there.
to take
You
it?
can disconnect the head.
Yes.
Hmm.
13. You get it out, but you break some of the marbles in the process.
Okay.
Fair enough. Yeah, fair enough.
The head, Zaru, you could just thunk.
Yeah, I'm fucking yanking that shit, and we're
Oh, what about
plastering it
the
on the
wings?
front.
Can we put wings on the side of the ship? I don't think it'd do anything, but it'd look cool,
That'd
right?
be-
It would
It
look
would
be
make
awesome.
maneuvering very.
No, dude, it's like magic. The maneuvering just works.
Oh yeah, it just works.
It actually does. Like the
Sure,
aerodynamics
I
do
can.
not matter.
I will
Does it
try
have
and grab
claws
the-
that are like valuable materials or anything?
The claws are like really razor sharp, like bronze hands, basically.
Hmm.
Am I able to move the wings without difficulty, or do you want me to?
They are
Check.
very heavy,
Okay, that's
oh,
what I.
Oh,
That's what I
hundreds of
thought.
pounds, but
That's probably fair.
you could like saw them off and drag them.
Right.
Okay. So you've basically skinned this thing, cut its wings off, cut its head off, taken its eyes separately, cut its hands off,
Ripped
out
its
its
heart out.
Dude, we're like the Indians with the buffalo. Use
we
Use
need to
every
use
piece.
all the body.
No waste.
every piece.
And yeah, the fire is starting to spread more.
I'll like intro a little bit further away. Just no contact with the island.
Yeah.
Where are you
but
going? I
guys
gotta
can
get back
this
on the
stuff
boat.
all on board. Yeah,
I
actually,
feel like we're missing a couple people. Whatever. Let's go.
Probably fine.
I'll back it up so they can get on. Yeah.
Yeah. Do a little hop.
all right, and then with that,
Yeah,
Oh,
we can
fuck.
figure all this shit out later, I guess. Let's get out of here.
actually, important question.
Yeah.
What's the name of your ship?
I know what it is.
Okay,
Do they
Tyler
remember?
can see it.
I don't need to see
remember.
it.
Oh my god, they don't remember. It's a really
Okay.
cool name, guys.
There were so many. I don't remember which one it was. We were like,
There
it might
were
be
a
this,
lot.
it
I
could be
can't
this, it
remember
could be
which one we
this.
picked.
During this whole time, you see like just like piles of shit on the surface, but you can't actually see the ship.
That's fine.
So-
Come
I
on,
don't
guys.
need to see it.
It was such a cool name.
And the ship
I'll give you a hint.
pull away.
JD Vance.
Doesn't help me. I'm just thinking couch fucker now.
Pope killer couch fucker.
He's the VP.
Oh yeah, Vanishing Point.
There it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The vanishing
Yeah.
point. Yeah, you
You
says that out loud, you're like, and it flares
Back.
into existence around
Oh,
you,
yeah.
just as Tyler fucking
I knew
cranks
that.
the controls and
Obviously.
you lift
Yeah.
away.
I knew that.
And as you're flying back, as you're flying away, Tyler, Illzamaex, Euwyn's mind goes back thinking about the distress signal that was
Oh god.
going out.
Oh no. Okay.
Yeah, we should have broke that magic circle.
And as you fly away, the
We can
storm
go back and talk to it, though.
shrinks and increases in intensity.
Okay. Yeah. Shit. I guess I'm taking. So is it above us around the island? Like, how does that work again?
It's what it appears to be is that like 1 mile out radially
Mhm.
from this island is the densest storm you've ever seen now.
Or like
All right,
the
I'm gonna
Alpha
just-
storm.
I'm gonna try and take us just way above it,
Yeah.
because we're not looking for the island anymore. So.
Yeah. You fucking crank it and pull like 6 Gs. And actually, as
We
you
have
get to the apex, actually tell you what, high or low?
Oh god.
Well, before you say anything, the way they work is they have their own gravity plane. Spelljammers do. I just want.
Mhm.
Anyway, what do you guys think? High or low?
Always
Definitely high roll,
high.
baby. High roll.
High roll, baby. All right. Oh,
Okay.
that's low.
You don't really notice anything, but you
Aw.
fucking zip out of there.
All right. All right. Fuck.
That was a good haul.
Yeah, so I think what you have is you have 330, I'm just gonna call it 300 flat. 300 pounds of bronze plating. You have 2 eye sensors. About 5 pounds each.
Okay.
You have the heart, which weighs about 25 pounds.
Is someone writing this down, by the way?
Nope.
Pounds. I'll put it in chat later. The
Okay,
wings,
cool.
which weigh 200 pounds each.
That's it.
And the hands, they're very thin. And the
They're
hands,
wings, bro.
which weigh 95 pounds each.
And do we have all 4 of those, or is it just the front 2?
I think you have
The
2.
back 2.
It was
Okay.
Wyvern more than it was
Gotcha.
Dragon. Yeah, and on closer inspection of these parts, like as you look at them later, the reason why this does not weigh like thousands of pounds each is because, much like a real bird, this thing is hollow bones. All of the bronze seems to be like
Plating.
not even plating, but it's like it's hollow or honeycombed and
Oh.
made for.
Dude, like honeycomb cast bronze is the craziest fucking shit to make something out of. So
Well,
fair,
I
bro.
keep describing this as bronze. I don't think it looks like bronze.
It's just like bronze colored.
But it's
Yeah.
it's a bronze colored material.
Did you do a blacksmith? Oh, that's bronze.
Okay, I can't do any identifying on anything while we're flying, so it's to be a when we get back thing.
But you have made it out with the barrels of stuff too.
Yep,
So you
and
also
the gun.
have medium orb, broken
Orb.
glass, bronze quotation marks, sand, oil.
Quotation mark.
All right, let me write out the haul here.
Okay.
So that is 300 bronze plate, two eye sensors, broken heart.
We need to find some way to scale this cannon down, because whenever it would shoot, it would like fucking destroy itself.
I mean, maybe I can just it was partially broken. Like we knew that,
Yeah.
like or I got that whenever I was checking it out.
It might
so
just
maybe
need repaired properly, or this other orb that we have is maybe more suited for
we can replace it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking laser cannon.
We got a railgun.
We got a railgun. Bro, with the sensors, we could make like an automated targeting system.
It feels more like a Spartan laser to me.
That's fair.
Yeah, that is the vibe it's giving off.
But blue.
Wasn't
That's
in
okay.
like
we
Halo
can
Wars
add
it
a
was
lens,
blue?
make it red. Yes, it used to be blue and then they changed it to red.
Wait,
yeah,
for
'cause it
what?
was like
For
in
the
Halo
laser?
Wars it was like
When
blue.
was it blue? Oh, really interesting.
yes, in
I thought
older
no.
renditions.
Was it 4 or Wars? I thought it was like.
It wasn't blue
did
in
it-
any of the main continuity games.
Not in the main continuity
Yeah.
game. Hold on. It was like aerial vehicles. It was the
I have
thinking
seen a
it started in
picture of
3,
the.
I think, right? Wasn't 3 the first Spartan laser?
wasn't the Hornet, it was the Sparrowhawk?
Yeah, they have a different beam. They have like a I don't know. Most of the blue stuff is all Covenant, to be fair.
I feel like it's just Mandela effect. I don't think it was ever blue.
No,
I
it
don't
It
remember.
also
definitely
could have just been someone edited something and been like, "Oh, dude, look at
Oh,
this!"
that is the lowest res image I've ever seen.
Yeah, there's some pretty bad images.
Yeah, no, they had a blue Spartan laser. They did.
Dude, red versus blue just showed up because it's like, you know what? Fair enough. Oh man, that would have been such a cool base, but we just completely fucked it up.
Yeah, but those aren't Spartan lasers.
Yeah, they are. They're like
No, they're
M9
front artillery
nonlinear relativistic cannon or whatever it's called.
Yeah, that's not a Spartan. That's different.
M6
Listen,
Spartan laser. Asynchronous
Tomato,
nonlinear
tomato.
induction.
Maybe it was.
WAV M6 Grendel Galean nonlinear cannon. Equipped to the AV-22B Sparrowhawk.
Oh, okay. Fair. Fair enough.
Half of those words aren't real words. What the fuck? Yeah, let me. Why is it blue? A white.
What is it? Oh,
blue
that's the.
bee.
Why are you blue?
Why are you blue?
Why
Why
are you blue?
It's an upgraded variant of the M6 Spartan laser. Yeah, sure, whatever. They just wanted a blue laser. Hold on,
They
I actually
really
now need
wanted-
to do the math on how many years that had been offline.
What had been offline?
That's a
Laser?
great question.
Oh, we're talking about. We're back to D&D. Okay, I thought we were talking
Yeah,
about. Halo.
sorry.
No, you're
It
good.
had
You're good.
been its last online cycle had been 71.5 years prior.
Okay, that was the day number. That's what I thought it was, but I
No,
didn't.
that was the second number. It was tracking it in seconds.
Oh,
Huh.
fair enough.
That's why
Long
the number
time.
was so fucking long.
That's funny.
I guess it was pretty long.
Because
Yeah.
it was 6.5 billion seconds, I think.
No, million. A billion is. Oh no, A billion is
Yeah.
32 years.
Wait, okay, then it's been more than 71 years. Hold on. 32 times 6.5. Yeah, 208 years prior.
Yeah.
God damn. It's been sitting there for a
billion
while.
seconds.
11 days? 11 weeks? What is a million?
A million is 11 days, I think.
Gotcha. Okay. So, you are so lucky you didn't get into a fight with the two big guys. 19 AC, 150 hit points, damage resistance, magic resistance, CR 10.
Yeah, that would have been rough.
Yeah,
rough.
the two of them. That would have been the suck.
That would be
What about
some...
the fucking dragon, dude?
Oh, the dragon. You couldn't have fought the dragon. I mean,
Yeah.
if it had woken up at full strength, like if you guys had just waited around until the external timer finished and it fully powered up, it would have slaughtered all of you.
We would have had to just leave.
If you had like cut the
ran
cable a bit
away.
or removed the power core, if you had done one or the other, it would have come up at like half strength, and you would have been the worst fight you've been in for a while.
And we somehow
you did
managed to do
both.
both at the same time.
Well, Nick choosing to get off the island and go fucking run in is what
Just
saved
go
you.
fucking blind himself.
I wanted to do that so
Probably
bad,
'cause
but I
he-
felt like I could not get off the
Yeah.
That probably
the ship-
only happened because he fucking Illzamaex
Yeah,
Yeah,
blasted me off.
because I shot you off, so Zarya's
Yeah.
like, I gotta do something.
I was like, I cannot just sit here and we're going to get fucked.
Yeah, Rick, your head is still like ringing from the fucking cast iron frying pan to the 5-head you
Yeah,
took.
that's so weird, Rick. Some projectile just came out of nowhere. Did you see where that came from, Illzamaex?
No, I think it must have been it must have been the dragon, doing something.
I saw
think.
where it came from.
I think the dragon must have done something.
Yeah, dragon must have made a sneak attack or something.
Yeah.
So weird, dude.
Really crazy.
You whoa. Caleb. I saw.
Oh. Dude, my Discord noise is not working. Trey snuck in
It
here earlier
sometimes just
too, and
does.
I didn't hear him.
Sneak. Are you?
So yeah,
I
you
don't know.
now have all of this material. I guess where are you headed next? Let me move you to the main map again, because like you could head back
We're
to
heading back to
port.
Waterdeep, right?
Neverwinter.
Like, if
Neverwinter.
Neverwinter.
Fuck. Yeah.
No, you're
I've been
good.
playing
I
Baldur's
think
Gate.
I mistakenly called it Waterdeep a couple times.
You've been playing Baldur's Gate and you went to Waterdeep.
Yeah, you guys go back to
Gale
Waterdeep and
talks
you're like,
about
where
it.
the fuck is everyone? Oh right, this isn't the same city.
Gale just talks about it, yeah, but
Yeah.
And so yeah. And I've talked about what this is, right?
Hey Tyler,
no.
I thought that's where we were
Oh.
going.
Yeah.
No, you
was
were
just-
going here.
remember
Oh.
whenever you fixed up this wall?
You had to
at, like, at the right
avoid
time?
this.
Caleb,
This
we're doing stuff right now, dude.
All right.
hold on, let
We're
me
like
finish the
literally in the
description,
middle of something.
then you guys can continue.
Alright.
This is the Well of Dragons. This is like where the dragon cult is doing its fuck and its shit.
Do we know that, like, in character?
Sorry, that's not the Well of Dragons. The Well of Dragons is something else. This is like where the
It's not that.
Okay.
fucking
Don't worry about that.
dragon cult is based out of. Like, you
Don't
guys
worry
knew
about that.
This is like where they were coming from, and I think you found this place earlier when you followed that. Was it you guys or was it the other?
I don't think
campaign?
we know that.
I don't think we know
Oh,
anything
I think
about
it's now
that.
public knowledge though, because of the other campaigns
Okay.
fuck up. That this is like the home base that the dragon cultists are trying to summon Tiamat from. What they did was there was a dragon attack in the middle of there
we
was
didn't
a
know that because-
cultist.
I don't
A
think we knew
cultist. They
anything
followed a
about that.
cultist out like they like went underwater, followed him out on a boat to like the middle of the harbor at night. There were two of them, jumped out, slit one guy's throat, and the other guy jumped in the water and got picked up by a black dragon that was waiting for him. And they just decided to
Oh.
follow the black dragon. And I was like, it just keeps going. And they stole someone's boat from the port and just like followed. And they followed and they followed. And it was like, yeah, they're going to an island. And they were like, let's keep going. Let's keep going. And I was like, are you sure about that? And they were like, I don't know, what's up ahead? And I was like, well, are you gonna send a scout up ahead? And they're like, yeah, sure, let's send a scout. And I'm like, well, it's just dragon. It's just
oh,
dragons.
dragons.
There's so many dragons. They're like, we should fucking go for it. And then the only party member to have like a wisdom score
Any
of a
sense?
2 is like, let's fucking not do that.
Yeah, we definitely did not know that.
Okay.
Because I had
Yeah.
we had no idea we were that close to it whenever we went to our little expedition.
escapade.
Yeah. Well, that's one of the reasons you had to like cut down this way. Because I don't think you straight lined it, but you could have. I mean, you guys were flying.
Yeah, I mean, I would have gone with whatever knowledge the council gave us because they told us about the island, right?
Yeah.
That's how we found out
everyone's
about it.
doing
So.
the island. But yeah,
Yeah.
so you guys can fly back to Neverwinter. As you get back into the city, how are you gonna park the boat?
That's a good question.
Or get right above our inn.
That would be hilarious. Just drop a rope down. That's definitely the way to do it.
Nobody can see it.
Yeah.
That's
Oh, there's such a
true.
funny bit that's gonna happen later. All right, yeah, so it's parked above your inn.
I think you should do it.
I'm trying to think of where I would try to park it because, like, at the dock seems difficult because
Somebody would just crash into it because they would also want to
Yeah.
park their boat
We
there.
have to put it somewhere where there's not a whole
Not a hole?
commerce going through, or
What?
just people not moving back and forth a whole lot because we don't want
I mean,
anything to.
Yeah, but all we have to do is float it like above the ground, like it could
Yeah.
out in the water up a little bit, right? It's probably good enough. Like,
I think
but
over the
I
end
kinda
is
wanna know
safer,
what the-
actually. There'd be less boat
I think
traffic
that's
to
really
run into
funny.
it.
Yeah, I think it's pretty funny putting the boat above our fucking.
I just don't know. I mean, fuck it, fine.
Just drop a rope
Above
down
the
and
end.
it's easy as. Is
Yeah,
the wait,
you
wait,
descend onto the inn roof.
is it long enough
and-
that by the time we get there all the shit that we have on it has integrated into the boat so that it's also invisible?
No, not yet. Do you want to do a holding pattern for the day it would
Good
take?
point.
to
Yeah, because
integrate
we
it?
gotta wait a little bit for like the gun and stuff to be part of the boat.
Yeah.
Or that it'll just be shit floating in the air above the inn, like a bunch of boxes and shit.
Bro, who rendered this?
How long's the waiting period? Do we remember?
24
It was
hours.
24 hours. Yeah.
So
we
what,
need
we
to
have to
find
be like off the coast for like a day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, yeah, and because whenever I'm not on the helm, it's just like it's just stationary, basically, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Can
Then, yeah,
anybody
we'll
else try to
probably do-
pilot it?
I'd say if you're the only one who could, but you have to like do some
I would
weird
have to
stuff.
do like some practice or shit.
Couldn't Zaru
You
do it
have to
too?
do it.
He's a spellcaster
It's
too.
I don't think he is anymore. Didn't you take away your druid?
Warlock?
No,
Warlock.
I have
Warlock.
Warlock.
I forgot your warlock. Okay, yeah.
Rick's the only one who can't, I think.
Sucker.
Well,
Dude,
I mean, if we're
multi-cat.
waiting for a full day, I'll take the time to identify all the stuff we have. It takes an hour for each because ritual, or no, 10 minutes is ritual, right?
10 minutes.
10 minutes.
Yes.
I don't know. It'll take you an hour to attune to the thing.
Yeah.
I gotta
mean-
look it up. It's like weird rules.
This can be like a good test run of you guys learning how to
Yeah,
fly
just
it.
like
I feel like
practicing
we
it
should
while we're
have
out.
multiple pilots.
because I'm gonna rank
least
you
have the
guys and how
ability to.
good you're at it. You are at it.
Yeah.
What's the?
Actually, here's what we're gonna do. When you first attune to it, so Tyler, you've already attuned to it. Roll me a D100.
Oh, we're doing.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah, roll me a D100, and then that's gonna give me an idea of. Okay.
I guess I didn't say high, but I always pick high if that matters. So.
Yeah, no, you always do. I know that.
Yeah.
So you are starting with a pilot score of. This is like a not real stat, but it's just like as you get better.
Okay.
The other two who are gonna tune, roll me D100s. That it is high. You're going for high here. Okay. Illzamaex.
I can't drive worth a shit.
You are. It's like okay, so Ewan, you're doing this, like you're pretty eyed at it. 100, by the way, is basic proficiency. Ewan, you've been doing this for a bit, so you're actually closer to like 80 or something.
Okay.
And you're showing him the ropes.
But yeah.
Illzamaex like hops in, and he's like, "Let's make this happen." And he's like, "Let's go forward." And he's like, fucking, you watch him immediately like floor it, but it doesn't go anywhere. Like the engine fucking revs to like all the way up, high RPM.
Just fucking stall it.
You're stalling it.
There's the initial
The
like
whole
you
thing
jump to
just
keep him
dies.
from fucking splattering you all as he like accelerates, but then it just doesn't go anywhere, and you're like, it's in neutral.
Well, look, I'm
And-
still working on it. It's fine.
I'll try and describe that
and
to
then
him.
and then there's the whole like start. No, it's in reverse. You're like fucking flying backwards. Like no, it's in reverse. Go forward. And he starts
Like
going
real
forward.
jerky
He
on the
started-
brakes. Like every time you go to
Yeah,
stop, everybody gets like.
PTSD from him taking his like fucking permit.
Yup. And like you accidentally slam it into the water at one point. And you're trying to get the height right, and so you like splash into the water, pull back up, go farther down, jump, splash. Okay, we're at the right height now. And the whole time, Zaru, you're like, it cannot be that hard. And you like fucking peel him out of the chair, you attune to it, you go in, and like you're immediately like, no, this is not that hard.
Like, oh,
So how this works is for any boat maneuvers, Euwyn and Zaru, you can roll as normal trying to do a maneuver. Illzamaex, if you are piloting the boat, you have disadvantage for now.
Fair enough.
it's
So that eats
pretty
up-
hard. You know, I see where you were struggling with it.
Fuck off.
And so yeah, and so that eats up a couple. That eats up a couple hours. You know, you camp out on the deck, just having a field time. Is there anything you want to do with the materials in the meantime?
So I'll ritual identify everything we got. It'll take a while to do everything, but 10 minutes each. And then also, before I just pop the orb out, let's see, hold on. Yeah, I can retrieve it. Yeah, it's just like a bonus action. So I don't know. I want to make sure it's not burning hot, I guess, before I touch it or whatever.
When you pop it out, like you have somebody catch
Yeah.
it with oven mitts, and it doesn't look hot anymore. Like it's cooled down pretty
Okay.
fully.
Okay. So then I'll do identify on that one too. So
So the crates of broken blue glass, they are more of this crystal, but as they are not shaped, like they were pieces that failed and broke, or maybe were waiting to be remelted. There's a lot of broken stuff. Some had runes on them, some don't. Some of the pieces do, some of them don't. The sand is this really white powdery sand, and on later identify, it is one of the base materials that this blue glass is made of.
okay.
And you're not quite sure, like it's I'm gonna pretend it's silicon dioxide, super ultrafine silicon dioxide that has yet to be doped with something to make it this blue glass. The rods of bronzish material are the same metal as everything else. What they appear to be is an exotic metallic alloy of copper and something else you haven't encountered before. But you know, it's closer to steel than it is bronze. What it actually is beryllium bronze. So it's like bronze that's as strong as steel. But it's not like amazing if you eat it. I wouldn't eat it or breathe it in.
Okay.
Yeah, that's probably fair.
The oil is a machining oil, like it's a lubricant that was used for hydraulics and for lubrication of the joints. And what else did I say there were crates of? I think that was about it.
Yeah. The blue was the glass.
the orb.
Yeah, the orb is the other big thing.
Hold on. It is a rather large chunk. And what you can sort of figure out here is that the larger the diameter of this, the harder it is for it to stay together. So, really big ones, much harder to make than a bunch of small ones.
Are they the same that was like in the Dragon Heart?
Yes. The ones in the Dragon Heart were smaller, but there was a lot of them.
Yeah, like little tiny ones. Yeah.
The one that was like charging the dragon up was like donkin' big. It seems like it could produce a lot of energy, but you don't really have an idea how to use it outside of, say, the cannon.
Yeah,
the cannon
I would
has
also identify the cannon, yeah.
Yeah. So the cannon has, as it is broken and no longer works. But
I disconnected the plates. If you remember.
Yes.
I pulled all the plates out.
Yes. It has a cracked core in there that is functional but low power. And currently you have the vibes that it casts something like where the fuck's
Spartan laser.
I think you think that at full power this does something similar to disintegrate.
Oh. Okay.
It is not at full power. What it seems
but
like it does
we
at
have
this
four
level.
Similar, right?
You do. But there's it is right now it looks like it's an upcast of lightning bolt.
Okay.
Maybe think like a 6th level lightning bolt.
Okay.
It has a recharge. The recharge is like a Dragon Breath recharge where you roll on every turn to see if it recharges. It seems like currently it recharges on a 6. And that there are ways you might be able to upgrade that. But that's what the gun does. So right now, it's basically relatively sort of free. There seems like a limit on the number of times you could fire it in rapid succession. But if you're lucky, every turn, somebody using this could cast a 6th level lightning bolt. And just...
Damn.
That's pretty sick.
Let me put that in chat.
I think the whole time that I'm like going through identifies, I'm like explaining this to everyone, but I'm probably using terms like I'm probably jargoning it way too much on like the magical terms.
Oh yeah, of course.
Obviously.
Like I'm like getting enamored by the magic side of it and just saying stuff. Like, and the way this rune interacts actually, and just going through the whole thing.
Yeah. The way this thing is built is really fucking cool. Like, this is future tech. But so really what we're at next is, what kind of contraptions do you want to make for your ship? So, like, in theory, you have a gun. Where's the gun mounted? Are you adding, like, armor plating? Do you want to build, like, like glass windows?
I have an idea, guys. At least for the gun part. Hear me out, okay? We put the dragon head over the top of the gun so it shoots out of its mouth, and put the eyes on to where they can be targeting sensors or something like that.
Absolutely.
I think it sounds like sick as fuck. And like as like the figurehead, and like somebody could stand at the front to man it manually.
That does sound wonderful.
Sick.
It's a machine gun.
Man, the 50 cal.
I mean, nobody's gonna see it besides us, but we'll think it's cool.
That's a good point. That's fine.
What if somebody figures out the name of it? Then they'll see it and they'll be like, "Oh shit!"
Somebody will figure it out eventually.
I love the idea of like you see like one. You see a guy floating in air just doing this, like swoops in at 60 miles an hour and just fucking lays into the side of your ship with a fucking laser beam, and then just like continues going. And you see like the top of someone's head poke out from nowhere, like next to his feet, and they just look at you and then like duck back under. Because I think when you're below decks, as long as like you can't see them, they can't see you.
Yeah.
But the guy on top is just like fucking tracking you with air guns. Ugh. I love the
Alternatively,
missile image you've created here.
we could also try and have the sensors like separate to try to do other guns maybe on the sides or something.
This is
I
true.
guess we don't know how they work, but you know, just as ideas. I have no idea what to do with the heart.
Turbocharge the ship. I broke the heart though, so I don't know.
Maybe we can repair it. Maybe.
Yeah.
Some of the marbles on it are cracked and broken. And
But we have more glass. We can try and make more marbles.
That's true.
This is true.
I mean, the wings on the sides. I don't know. Maybe it'll make us faster. You know, I don't know.
Definitely, we need some armor.
Yeah,
what
the
other
plating for sure.
stuff
We should
might
plate the
help us
outside ring.
like kill dragons or whatever?
I don't know,
Harpoons?
dude. Harpoons, but the claws are the thing we launch out to like grab
Oh, that'd be sick.
and like hook onto things.
Yeah, let's make a list in chat of the things you might want to do, because
Dude,
like we're
turning
gonna
into like a pirate D&D game.
a little bit. I mean,
Space
this
pirates.
is a cool item you're creating.
Bodhi, what are you doing? Bodhi's inside
so the
the
harpoon,
printer.
If we had like a
Wait,
harpoon on each side, they could each have one of the eye sensors maybe, and like we could like hit a button and we like latch onto a ship, and then someone could just start blasting it.
I like the idea.
We should get a crane or something underneath it so that we can like pick up any big objects if we need to.
Ooh, that could be fun. Like put two arms on the bottom of the ship.
That would look so goofy.
It would look so dumb.
Or like at least like some attach points for like some ropes or whatever, you know?
Yeah. I mean, wings on the side for faster. I don't know.
For faster. Or for just
Mass
armor.
equals fast.
I mean, like big
Yeah.
steel
armor.
wings would be armor.
That's true. Well, we have a bunch of plate. We have a bunch of plate for.
Yeah.
So I think that one's a given. We're using the plates to reinforce the hull and stuff.
Yeah.
This is starting to like look in my head like the weather light.
Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah, like actually though.
Just
With
without like the because it doesn't have like a robo wheel on it.
Hold on.
Is that a different one?
No, it has like big old wings in the back.
It
and
has
it's,
a
like, this
giant
thin-
wing. Yeah.
Oh, it's okay. Yeah.
Yeah. And then there's the one that gets turned.
I'm thinking of what's the white one that flies? George, I know you know what it is. The white flying vehicle.
Oh,
Angels.
the Parhelion.
That's what I was thinking of. Yeah.
That thing is giant.
I was gonna say Panharmonicon, but that's definitely not it.
It is also a magic card, though.
That one's a fucking
Yeah.
brick shit house of a
Yeah,
vehicle,
that's
though.
just
This
a
is the
little silly.
Parhelion.
Parhelion's chunky.
it's just like a flying fortress is how I
It looks
interpret
like-
that.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of something different. Hold on, I'll find it.
I love that they always add birds to give you scale.
It's the Star Blaster, which is not a Magic the Gathering thing.
Well, those are
But-
angels lifting off of it.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna say it makes angels, so
It does make
I have an
sense.
image in my head.
Dude, it's tiny.
There was
it's so
there was
tiny.
this, which is not Magic flavored, but
No.
Oh, the Star Blaster.
eh.
Okay, so
I think this is actually a better version of it that I hate less.
I guess
Hold on.
the question is, do we mount the gun on the deck, or do we mount it on the belly? Are we
like
going
underneath
to?
the deck?
Yeah. Are we going to be doing orbital bombardment, or are we going to be doing like broadsides?
Well, if we mount it in like the
If
front,
something gets above
move it
us,
down.
we're fucked.
I can just flip upside down, dude. We have our own gravity plane.
Is that how that works?
Yes.
Okay, well then it doesn't matter. Just mount it to the deck. That'd be easier, and we'll just flip upside down whenever we want to bomb shit.
Well, I think if you're well, I guess that's true. I'll have to watch it because I watched a couple of videos and it's. Oh no! But if you're within certain distance of a different gravitational body, though, the rules are really weird because it's like Spelljammer stuff is kind of old. At least when they like did
So
all this stuff.
it
so
has gravity, but like only in space or something.
Yeah, I think them, and I think if there's a larger gravitational pull, it supersedes it.
I mean, the
Yeah,
other
makes
option is
sense.
you can just say, fuck it, flip the ship upside down and pray everything on the deck stays where it is.
Yeah, have
Like, if you
whoever
keep
is in the
everything
gunner
below
seat
decks and tie down-
put a seatbelt on. You're gonna be firing upside down now.
Because, like, there's nothing saying you can't.
Sure.
It's fair. And I can always cast levitate at will on myself. So if you're about to turn it over, I'll just levitate and hold on to the deck and just.
The other option is that it's harder for you guys to shoot at stuff on the ground than it is for you guys to stand on the deck, point up, and go Eldritch Blast.
That is true. I imagine we're not like. I feel like we're going to be probably level with whatever we're fighting. Or
We should
like,
definitely have something down, I imagine. Like
Okay, so
bombs
what-
or like hatches out the bottom or something.
What if we had like a port or something in the front, like lower section, to where it can point down or straight forward?
I had the same idea. It's like a tuning fork assembly where it can pass between the.
Yeah, exactly.
We're
And we
now
would
we're
just-
talking with portals. So my question
know-
here is, how are you going to bankroll this, and who's doing it?
That is fair.
That's fair. How much money do we have all together?
I have no money.
I
7,500.
have. Jesus fucking Christ.
I have
say
all
I
of our
gave-
money.
gave Literally like 5K to the
Okay,
I have
kobold.
150 gold worth of gemstones and one handful of miscellaneous pink gemstones.
So here's
I
what
like-
I will say:
Sick.
I have like
the
1,000.
cost of building and outfitting a warship is 25,000 gold.
We're like,
That's a lot of
You
gold.
Almost
already have the sailing ship mostly done. So I'll discount it by 10,000 gold, the cost of the sailing
we're
ship.
getting there. We just need to get
We're like
15
halfway there.
1,000
15,000.
gold.
we can get the.
But that would be like do
council.
everything we want to do, right?
That would be, other than the like large scale mechanical changes, I think it would be everything. Like trying to cut the boat in half and having the cannon be able to like shoot through it
That's
is
fair.
like that's a little extra.
Yeah.
That is a bit.
That
But
could
it
be
would
like a-
include
So we need to convince the council to help us fund this somehow.
well,
They'd
you're
probably be
half
down.
of the way there.
So we can show them the proposition of this technology that we have just acquired. If they can give us a small loan of 15,000 gold.
Well, hold
Why
on.
don't we just
you have
say
money
no?
yourself?
Why don't we just ask them to help fund it and see what they say?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Okay.
we'll let them put an ad on it. Our
Like,
invisible ship.
They'll probably be able to have their own estimates and then we can like do extra
just-
ourselves.
They could just give out a writ and make people help us, you know? That's how the council works.
I don't think we really know how much power they have. We haven't really delved that deep into it because like they're just giving us jobs basically. Like we know some of them are high power members.
Yeah. Okay. Fuck, I had a thought and it's gone now. But you have the material. 15,000 gold would be like all the armor plating, getting the cannon mounted. Probably not the magical parts, which you guys would still have to do.
Yeah.
But cannons mounted, like weapon
Armored.
ports, armored, like
Wings?
harpoon. Yeah, like you could get the wings mounted and everything. Or you could do it without the wings. Well, 15,000 gold for all this. Okay.
Okay.
But you're spending like an hour, you're spending a day like circling, just talking this over, yeah?
Yeah, basically.
Good shit. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So, after a day, all of the materials on the ship attune, and you guys all fly in, presumably below deck so as to not fucking freak everyone out. And you
Yep.
park above your inn, and you throw down an attuned rope that only you
Cat
guys
likes
can see.
box.
He's
Cat likes
inside the
Spock.
printer.
Print a new cat.
I'm
Print
gonna,
a third
you-
I'm gonna
cat.
run the bed down and smash him.
Oh god.
I feel like the cat would like having it
The
like
image
on.
is like we just see Rick just like going like that.
Yeah. Like
To
zipping
nothing.
down. And then somebody else does it. And then another one of you, and then another one of you. No one can see the rope.
I'm just gonna feather fall and jump off.
Okay. Like a couple of people like, fuck? But like they mind their own goddamn business. You're doing this like on the roof of the inn?
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to touch the end just in case. Like I don't want to like
Gotcha.
crush it. So I would be like floating in a way that I would feel that I wouldn't hit it.
Yeah. But like you're not going down onto the sidewalk when you get out. Are you going down directly onto the sidewalk or like
That's a good
from the rope?
question. I guess we'd have to be like off to the side a little bit, so that way like on the side of the ship we're coming down, not onto like literally the roof, because then we'd just be standing on the roof.
Yeah. But you all make it down. Are you immediately heading in, or are you gonna like stop at the inn for like bevs and refs?
I think we've earned a
We've earned a
Earned a-
drink.
Yeah, for
we've earned a
sure.
drink, yeah.
Hell yeah. You walk in and innkeeper.
Jarvis cooking isn't really the greatest, so.
I haven't seen you all in a while. How is it? How are you now?
It's going. We've had a couple days. It's been interesting.
Taking
Ready to
strides.
take a load off.
Well. You know how things are.
Also, if you don't mind, we're kind of like we took the liberty of parking above the inn, so just
What?
don't worry.
It's a metaphor. It's a metaphor.
He's drunk already.
He's
Don't
had a
worry
lot
about
to
him.
drink.
But it's so cool.
He, like,
He started partying too
Gestures to
soon.
one of his like bouncers who like.
Yeah, it's okay. You can. There's nothing there. It's fine.
Huh. Anyway, weird metaphor. Yeah. What can I get for you guys?
He's a kobold. They have,
Yeah, we're familiar with his kind.
I love flying.
Yeah, wannabe dragons. A lot of them.
Oh yeah, you
Disgusting.
get to fly, dude. That's like a thing for kobolds, right?
Yeah.
Do you the wind on your scales?
The freeing liberty.
I want to get a fat meal.
Yeah, you can get some like fucking big food.
Yeah, I want a good
Big
meal.
ol' tankards of
splurging.
meat.
On a platter.
What?
Oh yeah, what are you? Oh yeah. The dude's like, shit, I remember you. Hold on, and he like pulls out a charcuterie board.
Oh yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah.
meat-
Here's you wanted the meats. Here's the meat, and he hands it to you, and he's like, all right,
This
that'll
is-
be like some amount of gold. You guys can pay for it.
Yeah,
I'm
the
not gonna
wizard's
check.
got it, and then I'm just gonna go to my chair.
I'll flip them a gold. Yeah.
What can I get the rest of you? We've got.
Do they have the bottomless breadstick sticks?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
The
Bottomless
French.
bread
The
wands.
French, yeah.
Bottomless bread wands.
Oh man.
And
I want some nice mutton. I think.
it's a nice mutton. Yeah, he gives you a mutton chop, like a nice, good seared mutton chop with like smashed
yeah.
potatoes.
Oh yeah.
What's
oh, yeah.
Illzamaex wanting? Like fucking
Just gonna eat bread. He's loving
bread.
the unlimited bread. Just one after another after another. It just like it seems like it just keeps
fucking
refilling
putting
itself.
him away, just like
It's amazing.
he's fucking putting them whole. He's not even
Just,
What's Rick getting?
Give me the fattest fish you have.
I can give you a fat fish. This is what I'm saying. No, it's like absolutely. You want it cooked, raw? I don't know what kobold's like.
We're civilized. Cook it. Give it
Cook
a
it.
little nice and
Little
tender.
lemon,
You
salt,
can try
pepper.
blackened. It's pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Blackened? Okay, I'll do that.
Yeah. Try that. Yeah, it's pretty good.
You get served like a a whole salmon that has been like you asked for the thickest fish you got.
Hell yeah.
It's a whole salmon
Hell
on
yeah.
like a metal platter. It's like imagine a fajitas platter, but it's still sizzling, it's burning hot. It's like blackened salmon with lemon, salt, thyme, black pepper. It's fucking great. They serve it with a little bit of rice and some greens. And so we've got Rick eating a lovely fish dinner. We've got Euwyn having a lovely Peter Luger style mutton chop. We've got Zaru eating this charcuterie board, and Illzamaex is just putting away the breadsticks one after another.
There's got to be an end. They just keep reforming.
You really should try something else. You're are you doing a carb only diet?
There's got to be a bottom.
He's carb loading. And how long is Illzamaex gonna like just be like fucking putting these away? Like, is he actually
Till he just
doing
starts to
his
feel
goddamn-
sick, just like
Starts to
trying
feel
to
sick.
eat as much. He's like, I don't think I can reach the bottom. They were right. It really is bottomless breadsticks.
I think you do that, and you like you try and do a couple more, and you just can't do it, and like you're at the end.
Yeah.
And as you're like, as you guys are just about to like go up to your rooms or whatever, you hear the innkeeper like saying to another table, "Yeah, I'm sorry, we're out of breadsticks. We finally hit the bottom of the bottomless breadsticks. We can bring you like 2 or 3, but that's all we have now."
I didn't think it could be
You're
done.
so close. You're so close. Next time.
Next time. They're
Um,
gonna make more though.
Oh,
They're
God.
gonna make more. You'll have to upgrade. But yeah, so you guys go up to your rooms. You guys can do a long rest, heal up from the fucking like beating you guys took.
Zaru took.
Yeah.
Zaru took such a-
I'm at
Oh yeah,
I'm
Zaru.
at 20 HP.
I forgot.
Oh.
Zaru, you are still blind.
Oh.
I forgot about
Oh.
that. Zaru, you're still blind.
Okay, that's
Let me
When
see
you're
if I
when
can-
you're running the ship, like you can see out of the ship, but your own eyes are cooked.
Okay, I have a spell that might help. It's called Time Recovery. So I can only use it on a creature once per short or long rest. So I can't like spam it. It takes a minute. It is choose a creature you can see. Their wounds age until healed. And they regain 3d12. Basically,
Okay.
is what it
You
does.
can
but
try this on Zaru.
I'll try it.
Okay.
It's a third level spell.
It does not work.
Fuck. I'm sorry, man.
Like his wounds heal, you heal up and you scar over, and his eyes are still this milky, like cataracted.
Like the burns went away, but not the eyes.
not the blindness.
That's all I can do. I'm not a healer, so I can just do time stuff.
Reverse it.
That would have worked on anything that was like would heal naturally, but does not
Right.
look like the eye burns would heal naturally.
Interesting.
Can't help you, bud. I can
that
put you in a wall of
is-
forest.
So
and
like
then
this whole
you
time when Zaru's eating the charcuterie, it's like he's like,
blindly
smell it, I'm like,
smashing all over the table.
I think maybe like we'll like spoon feed it to him every now and then, so it's a little easier for him.
What I'll say is like you probably need a lesser restoration to get this one.
There's probably like a hospital
There's
somewhere.
probably
that
a
you can
town
do it.
healer. Good thing none of us can do that.
Yep, none of us can do that.
I feel like druids used to get.
I used to be able to do that.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess we'll try and make our way to like a something.
You find your way to a local clinic and you're like, hey, he's blind. Can you fix
we got a
him?
blindness effect.
The clerk at the front is this young lady. It's like, oh, absolutely. What happened? What kind of blindness is this? This is a curse, paralytic agent, poison.
It's some sort of magical effect.
The
from what
kind
we
where
can
like
tell.
you open a box and this blinding orb,
Did you
blinds
drink blinding stew?
I don't believe so.
Okay, because there have been people going around doing this thing where they make like 1 day blinding stew, and it's like really.
I did hear about that. Yep. No, I wasn't a part of that.
it's fucking stupid. I don't know.
What dumbass wants to be disabled?
It's not even wanting to be disabled. It's like they feed it to their they feed it to people to make them blind for 1 day.
Yeah, I know the kids were eating they would get different pieces of soap and they would eat that as like a challenge. It's very interesting.
Yeah, and that would fuck your eyes up. Especially if you drink antifreeze. It turns your eye juice into formaldehyde.
Oh.
Nice.
Oh yeah. But anyway, we think it's like
For the fun facts.
But that is not what happened.
Now.
Oh yeah, sure. Hold on.
Yeah, that's not what we were doing either. Yeah.
But good thought.
Yeah, hold on.
We'll do that
I
next
need
time.
you to fill out these forms. This patient waiver
Gives
slip.
me a pen and I just scribble
can't
all over the
see.
fucking page.
She looks at it and goes, "Are you a barbarian by any chance?"
No. Why would you say that?
Blind barbarian.
He's also blind. Here,
No reason. She says, looking at the rest of you and then looking at the fucking scribbles.
I'll fill it out for him.
Okay, thanks. The doctor will be here to see you in a minute. Like a half hour passes.
Yeah.
God, I hate
And then
these
like
places.
you get called, they call your name. Zara, are you going in on your own or you like
There's nobody else in the fucking lobby. How could it take half an hour?
I've been here for a fucking hour.
They came in after us.
They
And
were
then you
here
saw them
after us, and you still haven't seen Zaru.
And the doctor's like, I just had to cast, I just had to use lesser restoration to remove the curse from a guy who had a vanishing dick syndrome. Look, your eyes can wait.
Wow. Can't believe this kind of.
But they call your name finally. Like,
yeah,
I'm just gonna wander around like.
you just fucking walk into a wall, just thunk.
I'm like,
Oh,
just feeling
the guy
walls.
walks up
Okay,
and
go
like
to the left.
I'm gonna
takes you by the hand.
I'll
and,
have
like,
Squiddy float with him as like a little guide, like a guide dog.
Yeah.
He's got a seeing eye dog.
You go in and the doctor is like finishes like he like turns around and he's like sewing somebody up like they've been autopsied and he's sewing them back up and he's like, all right, hold on
I
just 1
can't
second.
see anything.
and he like opens a lockbox, pulls out like a handful of what looks like shiny rocks, and he's like, resurrection, hop, and the dude goes, holy fuck, I'm never getting the oyster special again. And the doctor like pushes him off the table.
Do not
where
get
he's
the
lying.
oyster
Is
special.
like, all right.
Noted.
Billing department will handle you. It's like 500 gold for the diamonds or whatever. Go. We know where you live. Just
We know where you live.
Don't eat grapefruit. Don't eat grapefruit for the next 3 days. Okay, go. Sorry. What's your Oh, you're the blinded case. You're the fucking perpetual blindings. No.
No. It wasn't Stu.
It was the orb.
It was a
pondered the
it was
orb.
like.
Are you a wizard? Did you? We have kids this problem. People keep pondering the orb too hard.
No.
Well,
I opened
like
I opened
on
this
the-
box thing, and there was a really bright light, and it like blinded me, and now I'm like this for.
Is he a barbarian? Did he stare into the sun thinking it was a challenge?
No, I'm
If the
not. I'm
sun
not
fit
that
into
type
a
of barbarian.
treasure
I know those
chest-
types of barbarians.
Okay, it was a treasure chest. Okay, it's not a curse. It's just blindness. Actually, hold on.
Yeah,
He grabs you by like the face and like pulls you over and just like looks into your eyes and he's like, "Yeah, sure, okay. Remove or lesser restoration." And you can see. It's like, all right, billing department will handle you. Get out of here. Don't eat grapefruit. Grapefruit.
Well,
for
actually,
3
my
days.
insurance said that it was just covered.
It was covered. There's no copay. So
Uh,
you can take it up with the council. Actually, we'll be leaving.
we don't take insurance here.
Oh,
The council said
well,
they got this one.
the council said that.
It's 40 gold.
I don't know what to
They-
say. I think you have to take it up with the
I-
council. We're just gonna start leaving.
I don't have any money. If you have like problems,
All
and
right,
need
we can return it.
solutions-
All right, blindness. he actually starts muttering his spells like, okay, I can return the blindness if you want. Like,
we'll take care
Art
of it.
declines.
We'll
Fucking
go
kill
to
me.
the village department.
okay, good. Because I can't actually make him blind again, except if I use this, and he like pulls a scalpel out and then puts it back down.
What's your name, buddy?
I'm Doc Brown.
Okay. Yeah, we're never
Wait a
seeing.
second.
We're never.
What do you
Dr.
think about time travel?
What do you mean? What do I think about it? Do I find it enjoyable? No. The last time I did it, it sucked.
Do you believe in magic?
He's a fucking
No.
time traveler. He better.
Magic isn't real, idiots.
I like this guy.
I'm gonna kill myself.
Anyway, and he like shoos you out of the room, and the nurse is like, "Yeah, I'm really sorry about Doc. His name isn't actually Doc Brown. We're pretty sure he's fucking insane, but he's like the best doctor we have in this quarter of the city. I think he's
Don't
just a
say.
cleric
Dr.
who just
House.
like who's like
Lost his
God, just
fucking
like
mind.
fucking gave them the crazy sauce.
All right.
Yeah. All right, where do we play?
I think I know
He
who
might
we
be a
need to
he might be
recruit.
a cleric of Loki, actually.
Checks out.
We're not sure.
I'm just gonna I'm just gonna hand her 40 gold.
Yeah.
You-
Thank you. All right. Thank you very
Hopefully
much.
Never back. Bye.
Bye. She waves you off with a smile. And you like turn around and you look at like the signage on front, and it's like doctor's appointment, first come, first serve, you cough, you die, no fuckery allowed.
Okay, yeah.
All right. At least he keeps it to the point.
Mark off that gold.
And Zaru, you can see again.
Woo!
You do have like a little faint circle in the center of your vision that's like an HUD, like the targeting thing, where it's just slightly seared into your vision.
You have aimbot now.
Yeah. Click.
Circle
Everyone's
reticle.
gonna say I'm a fucking cheater now.
Yeah, you have a
All right.
using your monitor reticle.
All right. And let's do the council meeting part, but then I'm gonna need to like go shower and.
Okay.
So, you all make it to the council chambers, and like your favorite guard, Gary, is there. He waves you in.
What's
Except
up,
Team
Gary?
4.
Thanks, Gary.
Hey, Gary.
Thought we were team 7.
Are you Team 7? Shit,
Yeah,
I
Team
think Team
7.
4 died. Fuck, Team 7. Yeah, you're Team 7. Did you change names? Are you like
Or whatever team you
Well,
are.
it's like
cantrips.
Claws
Claws
and
and
cantrips, baby.
Yeah, I remember
Yeah.
you guys now. That's a fucking badass name.
Thanks,
But
Gary.
hey. All right, but go on in. They've got a break between appointments. You know
Appreciate it.
the procedure.
Yeah, of course.
Do any of you choose to challenge the field of truth?
Every time.
I know who will.
Making a wisdom save. Yep.
17.
All right. Black smoke drifts up above your head while
Fuck
you're in
'em.
here.
Rebel against the system.
I will not
And,
submit.
yep.
And I have Thought Shield always on.
And you have that shield. Oh yeah. But yeah, you go on in. You get the dirty looks from the guards and the council members because you've got the fucking.
Yeah,
It's like, so
it's
anyways,
fine. I know what you are.
claws and cantrips. Who came up with that name? Claws and cantrips. What do you have to report? How is your mission gone?
Well,
Yeah, who's?
Captain?
I feel like I'm always talking.
we found the island.
Shut up.
Oh, they don't want me to talk. Yeah. Fuck you.
Alright.
We found an island, and we killed a big-ass dragon in combat. It
He's
was like,
lying.
you know, this giant monster, and we just, like, beat it down into submission, because we're amazing. We just beat the ever-loving crap out of it, and ripped its body apart for spare parts. So,
So
I
does
think
somebody
that
want
was
to tell
the
me
right
what
thing to
actually
do.
happened?
Yeah, so I can confirm some things. We did find the island. We found a lot of usable material. There was a large giant dragon that is now in pieces. We have many pieces of that dragon.
Connect the dots.
You like. What color dragon was it?
Robot.
Beryllium.
You killed a metallic dragon? The metallic dragons are good.
Well, we didn't kill it. It was some sort of automaton.
Oh,
It
okay,
wasn't
sorry,
like a
not that
real
kind
dragon.
of. Not that.
Yeah,
Okay,
it was
okay.
It's like draconic in stature, not like
Yeah.
lineage.
Okay.
So we harvested materials we could. We might actually need some help from you guys. Amending those materials to the ship itself.
hmm
We might need
As
some
you
guidance.
know, the Office of the Treasury is rather strained right now fielding the army.
Sure.
Which is why we sent you out to go collect your own resources. What alterations do you need to be made?
We want to plate the ship with some of the material we acquired. We want to mount some air defenses.
Yeah, we gotta repair this big railgun we found.
It's more of like a laser cannon, but
it's cooler as a railgun.
But we're not. We're not super launching a thing.
It's fine. I can call it whatever I want.
That's true. You're a liar.
I see.
We took the wings off. We thought that would be, nice for aerial maneuvers and such.
There was also what appeared to be a alien species that also is we deactivated and told it to go hibernate, but thought it was gonna kill us and put my soul in a jar for a second.
That is true, is what I'll say.
I am very confused on this count. You are telling me that. What was the origin of these? Were these dragon cultists?
We don't think so.
No.
This tech was beyond most things that we know about, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't seem. I don't think the dragon cultists are working with this kind of tech.
Looked like it came from space.
Yeah,
that's right.
This is the threat we would like you to the kinds of threats we would like you to push back with the Spelljammer Helm. How much money do you need for this project, and can you spare any of the materials for our war effort?
15,000.
That is true.
I'm not sure we could part with 15,000 gold currently.
What's the most you're willing to separate with?
That
Today.
Is true.
No kicking tires. Let's make a deal.
5,000.
7,500.
If you can submit some of the
we can trade you for some parts.
Yeah.
I'll happily do that. If you let us use anything that isn't used up on the ship, if you let us have anything that isn't used up on the ship, we could part with 7,500 gold today. Research materials used in improving weapons.
I go 1 second. We all huddle.
Yeah.
All right, guys. What do you think? You think that's good?
It's pretty good. We could also that.
I don't know.
We could probably go tell them about the alien thing that we found. I bet that thing could be used in the war effort if we just let that shit loose on the front line. If we told them.
How do I know you're not lying?
What do you mean? Why would I lie to you?
You could be lying to me. I don't know.
We talk
didn't do the
outside
thing.
of a zone of truth every single day.
That's a good point. All right. Okay.
He only decides to lie when he's under the.
Wait a second. Do you think my magic is cool?
Yes.
Absolutely not.
I don't know if he's telling the truth. All right, so we're cool with this deal, and then we'll tell him about the.
Yeah.
Sounds good with me.
It would
I just want to kill
Great.
things.
It would. Our coffers would be dry after this.
Correction, your coffers. Dry. Mine are already dry.
Yeah, that is true. I guess we'll have to start doing some work, do some missions.
You're gonna have to
Earn
work in
some
the
more money.
kitchen at the tavern.
But I also think that it would be pretty cool.
Didn't we steal most of that money anyways from the miners?
Yes,
So-
we stole it from the miners.
It's like 5,000 gold that I stole from them.
That's not our money anyways, so that's fine.
I mean, I'm cool with it.
Definitely.
Okay.
Ship it.
It'll take us
All right,
a little bit of
Pausing
time.
cantrips on 3.
1, 2,
No.
3. Close the game.
Pausing cantrips!
All right, we
All right.
just need to practice that a little
You
more.
do that in the middle of the like
Yes.
floor
yes.
drill?
Yes.
Okay.
Great. All right. We're good.
Oh, also, you guys should send a scout out to that island that we were talking about, and the password to the big thing is blah, 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 and then they can just tell it to do whatever.
Also, do not
That
say
is
you want
kinda
to.
true.
What did you say you were gonna do?
Hibernate.
Hibernate. Yeah.
Do not
don't
tell it hibernate. That you're
say
supposed to say
no
no
to
on that pop-up.
hibernation.
Close that pop-up. Go to the next one for the open query. It's all good, and then tell it whenever you're done with it. Whenever you're done with it, this is important. Write it down. Self-hibernate. Whenever you're done with
That
it.
is true. I'll try and
Also, there
relay
may be
to
some
them-
islands that are on fire.
They're like,
As
sure,
much-
we'll give it a shot. You think it's safe?
Yeah.
I'll try and relay to them as much information about what I saw in the room as possible. So I'm going to tell them about the runes on the ground. I'm going to tell them about the device that was the divination device.
Oh shit. None of them are gonna be able to talk to it. It doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
I was thinking that.
That's like you were
I'm
using.
gonna tell them a different language. I'm going to tell them everything I can. Like I'm being completely forthcoming
Yeah.
because we don't know
Send
what this
somebody
is.
who can do some telepathy.
Well, I mean, they just need to comprehend language.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I just don't have that anymore.
Alrighty.
So I'm
So
going to tell them
you,
everything.
they
It could
actually.
be dangerous. They might attack.
They might
But
okay.
you could
They do
also-
pull, like you aside, Euwyn, and they're like, we'd like you to write up some details for the court magician
Yeah.
who's gonna like pass this on to the team that's gonna go do that. The rest of you, you're free to go. Just
Okay, yeah.
deliver your ship to the shipyards, and we'll have it start work. We'll need like
Oh,
design plans from you, and at least you guys to supervise what you're doing. They won't work with magical materials. They can work with mundane materials, but if you want them to do magic, you need to like help them do it.
yeah. I also, do we want to tell, like, they're going to work on the ship. It's invisible, though.
What do you mean the ship's invisible?
I guess to put it simply, during the casting of whenever I created the spell jamming helm, some sort of special magic was interacted with in some way. I'm not exactly sure. I'm still kind of working out the details. But currently, if you do not know the name of the ship, it is invisible to you.
We'll just
Where's the
wipe
ship
their
now?
memory afterwards.
Where is it now? Is it at the dock?
No, it's currently floating above the inn.
Okay.
I'll tell them the name of the inn
We
because I don't.
can have it moved to one of the workshops in the palace.
Yeah, we can bring it over.
I knew you
But-
could like fly spell jamming helms, but it is still weird to me that you can just. Huh. Anyway, yes, if you can deliver it to the palace, we can have a small team of our folks work on it and bring in select people. You may have to
Yeah.
tell them its name, and we can't really remove their memory, but we can swear them to secrecy with magic.
Yeah. Okay, I mean, we don't really have a choice, I guess, right? If we're gonna do this.
Yeah.
But attempt to do it
So-
yourselves.
Unless we find a crew that we can like trust and just have them constantly on it, and then
Yeah, that's true. I guess we could always come back to these guys. So
yeah.
You know the
I'm
other
pretty
obvious
nifty with
answer,
tools,
right?
but it's a little bit
Kill
big
them
for
all
me.
after they're done working on it.
I
that
did
is not.
The
That is
council
bad.
like looks down at you and is gonna go, I'm gonna assume that was a joke because you aren't in a zone of truth right now.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he was joking.
Yep.
Good.
Anyway, we'll
Anyways.
write up the necessary plans. Yeah.
We'll bring them in. Just go gather your ship and bring it to the shipyards here. Or one of the laboratories.
Zaru, do you want to go back and bring it over while I write up these plans?
Yeah, I can fly it.
Yeah.
Zaru can bring it over.
Yeah. How about you stay here and do something,
Fine.
Bill, and then I'll go.
Rick, you want to
This
go with
guy
him just to make sure he doesn't get lost?
doesn't think that I can't fly the ship. Whatever. It's not
Knows that
it's
you
not
can't
that
fly the
hard.
ship.
It's not that hard. I can figure it out.
And I'll do my best to give the court magician a pretty detailed report
Yep.
of the
Yep.
at least on the arcane side.
Yeah, as you two go back to where the inn is, there's like a crowd gathered out inside, like at one of the
no.
streets, like
Oh
sort
my
of
God.
below the ship that they can't see. And there's like there's some dude just like on the ground in a puddle of blood. And like he's alive, but he's like in a bad way. And he's like, I was flying and I hit something.
You should really be more careful when you're
I
flying
don't
around.
know. I hit
Oh,
a bird,
shit.
maybe? It was really
Really,
hard.
a bird did this to you?
And next to them, they're just gonna go climb up an invisible.
Yeah, you guys just.
You really should be more careful, and then I'll just start climbing the.
And like one little kid like watches you do this and like starts tugging on his parents. Like he's like, wait. The parent just isn't looking and is like more focused with the bleeding guy.
I look at him and do the you didn't see nothing, kid. Nobody's gonna believe you.
Yeah, and you can bring the ship over and get it settled down, and they will start work on it. And that is where we can stop for now, because I gotta go take a